And we are live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. As Diva said, look like we need to start charge teacher late fee. Easy no man, 5 minutes late, Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards and the school teachers, law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel. Whatever your job description is, shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want and wish good for yourself. You're a good person if that's actually your character trait. If it's not, then you should try to make it that. Here we are on this beautiful Monday morning. Today is the 1st of December, 2025, and we're happy to be here. A lot of us can say we made it through the year because we only have, 20-something more days left, and it's the end of the year, 30 days left. 30 days of September, April, June, and November. All the rest of 31 except February alone, which has but 28 days clear and 29 in each leap year. So 31 days in December. So we have 30 more days left. So before the end of the year. We're almost there, right? I'm feeling good this morning. I have nothing to complain about. Even if there is something to complain about, I don't even feel like complaining. One, nobody ain't really listening that can solve your problems for you. You have to go solve them for yourself. Take it to the Lord in prayer and leave it there. Or, that's that. Life is good. Life is good. Shout out to Charlotte. Thank you for being here, Charlotte. The chat is open this morning. Mr. S. Diva roughed me up already early before I even got here. They're going to have to start charging me a late fee to come in. There's so much that goes into setting up these lives. When we're trying to set the live up properly to go live. And I just click up a button now, we go live. So I'm behind the scenes, hurrying, I start from 8 minutes after the hour, 8:08. And arrival time is 8:30. No excuses, because if I was in the military, I couldn't give any excuses. I had to be there 15 minutes early prior to. So no excuses. But a part of me doesn't want to. I'm trying to decompress still. I'm trying to give myself some leeway. Like, be late sometimes. It's okay. That kind of stuff. But I don't know. Maybe I need to go back to being strict and stringent, just like how the military make you be, because that's how I actually am. And then I wouldn't be live. I wouldn't be late. I would actually be a bit early each time. Anyway, shout out to everybody tuning in this morning. Pleasant good morning to you, my friend. Thank you for being here. I see all the green names in here. There will be some names in here that are not green because we're real open this morning. I was going to shoot for a 2-hour live. I don't know where this is going to go, but we have some things to talk about this morning. I was dying for the weekend to be over so I could actually say a bunch of stuff about a bunch of things. Of course, starting out with our dear Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Andrew Holness. I don't know if y'all saw it. Did y'all see that Andrew Holness took a trip to Accompong and met with Chief Currie over the weekend? Did y'all see that? A bag of things happened in that one meeting, A bag of things happened in that one meeting, which, we're going to point out a couple of things and go through the morning like that. President Trump has told Maduro of Venezuela, for those of you all who are not keeping up, it is healthy to keep up with current events. You live in the world, so you have to keep up with what is happening around you, especially if those events that are happening around you can actually affect your life, right? I look at things like that, Marcus Garvey teach you, But anyhow, you can't just sit down and say, me not care, me no business, it don't affect me, because it will. So Donald Trump, our president of the United States of America, has told Maduro of Venezuela that he better run for his life right now. He has one opportunity to escape. And he must come out now. We're going to get into that. And then we're going to get into what was said from our prime minister over the weekend about giving out aid and he's just sick and tired of seeing, because it looked like it's a social media thing now. It's become the thing on social media now that people are giving aid to those who were affected by the hurricane, and you give out a care package. And he said, if you're gonna give, just do it and just hold it down, man, and you have to video it and put it on social media and stuff like that. We're gonna talk about all those things this morning. Before we get into all that, though, I want to ask a question just to warm the room up a bit. When you have a couple, right, a man and a woman, everybody on board, why did Chief Currie facilitate Holness? We soon get into all that. There will be room for all that because there's all kind of foolishness and friggery that took place. But I'm going to point it out. But before we say all that, I'm going to warm the room up with this and let the crowd, let the steam build up until we get past 500. Once we get past 500, we'll dive into, it's up to you which one we start with. All right. But frivolously speaking, Ross, we're past 500 just so. All right. Let's give this 10 minutes of conversation. Frivolously speaking, because I just wake up with my mind this morning. When a couple is together, and no, I'm not talking about my relationship. When a couple is together and they have a child or children and then they separate, right? If the children come out messed up, whose fault is it? Say for instance, one person leaves and the other person stays to raise the children. Like in the case of let me be more specific. In the case of an absentee father, when the child is raised only by its mother and then the child comes out messed up, is the absentee father to be blamed for not being there, or is the mother to be blamed because she is the one she's the one that stayed and messed up the child? Let me see what the here yeah. Wait there. Both parents. Dion Green says both parents. Beyond Me says yes. Kaitaja Empress says yes. Me no know what the yes is for. Both of them. Okay, she says both of them. Shakira around there balling out. Both of them. That's very hard. It's a combination of both. Marcia Waters says it's the child. BM says it's the child fault. Oh my God, I hope no children that come from that dynamic is watching this morning. Are two of them at fault? Audrey says two of them at fault. Bless up morning, DMW, big up yourself. Mistress B talks health and wellness. So the Twitter says, what do you mean by messed up? Okay, let me clarify then. What I mean by messed up. Daddy is not there, right? I'm watching, I was watching something over the weekend with my older teenage boys. I'm just gonna chill in our room with them and vibe with what they watching and whatever. And it was a cartoon, but it was like cartoon for grown people. So there was this little boy who he says weird things, but he was talking to his mom and his mother and his father are not together anymore, but they're always cussing each other through the child, and the child like Carrigo Brinkham, right? Which it was funny as hell to watch, but it had me thinking. So I think I don't know if it's Little Ron. If some of y'all might have seen it, Little Ron. So Little Ron was with his mom, and Little Ron is like, Mama, I was gonna ask my daddy for some money, Mama, but you said don't ask my daddy for shit. So I ain't asking for no money, Mama. But that daddy is a good daddy. And then he would be with his dad and he would tell his dad, I was going to ask you for some money, Daddy, but Mama said don't ask you for shit, so I ain't ask you for no money. And then he would say stuff like, and then his dad would be like, okay, so you ain't asked me for no money, so how you got it? And the little boy would say, Mama friend bought it for me. The man with the one braid in his hair, he the one that bought it for me. And the dad would be like, Who your mama friend? It was funny. It was meant to be comedy. But while I was watching that, I was thinking, if a man leaves, right, he's no longer engaged in the family, and the woman has to raise the child on her own. When I say messed up, Mrs. B talks health and wellness with a twist. Say, what do you mean by messed up? I'm talking about the child is loose. He's out here. He's in trouble. He's a new age YN. A lot of y'all don't know what YN mean. It's young niggas. He's a new age YN, right? Out of control. Out here in these streets. He's getting in a lot of trouble. He is off kilter. He is severely imbalanced. He's a problem child. Cannot be controlled. Takes no telling. He's a trouble and nuisance in school. He is a problem at home. One of those kind of children. Whose fault is it? Now that and then he grows older, I'm talking about, right? Not raising him, but as he grows older. So he hits 18, 17, 18, that age, that critical point, stepping over into adulthood, and he's just a shit show. Whose fault was that? Daddy left from he was 2. Mama had him raising him since he was 2. Always telling him that your daddy ain't shit, your daddy ain't here, you ain't got no daddy, I don't worry about your daddy. So he didn't get a chance to play that role, right? Whether it's his fault or not. But he didn't play the role of a dad, a present dad. So his influence is not wiped off on that child. It's his mom's raising. Whatever she did, whether it was she did her best, she did good or she did bad, he came out messed up. Whose fault is it? Whose fault is it? so Melissa Green says probably that's why Andrew behaving like this. Andrew father fault. What I try to say, don't put Andrew in this yet, a different conversation we have. But I know what you're trying to say. Larry B says it's the mother's fault. Sometimes it's not the parents' fault. SouFLo, the child had problems. Nah, I know what y'all reaching for. See, now some people say it's the two of them fault. Some people say it's the woman's fault. Some people say it's the man's fault. It's the father's fault for not being there. It's the woman's fault for probably chasing away the father. You know, as men, we've been down this road before, right? Where your home becomes so unbearable that you don't want to be there no more. And women do this sometimes. Like a woman will chase you away out of the home because she's over you. Not necessarily that you've done anything. She's over you. She's ready to move on. Like we've had women on this platform who have told us that I've been with him about 10 years now, but lads, and that's boring and, you know, like no life me not live on. Once you hear your woman start saying him that's boring and no life me not live and all that, she'll start to sabotage the relationship to get you out the house, kind of thing, like move out of the way, make way for somebody else, whether it's intentional or not, right? I've seen this play out many times, okay? And then when you're no longer there, it's either you're going to stay and suffer or you're going to leave. But she's making it very clear that you are not her. You know when a woman really into her man and she's like, yes, I'm a man, I'm up under him all the time and stuff. You pass the phase there with her. No, she's like distant from you. She don't want you around. If you breathe too wrong, is our big argument bus and everything. You're no longer needed. So a man decides, you know what? I'm not appreciated. I'm not needed. I'm not wanted. I'm out, right? Disrespected constantly, whatever. Can't take it. I would love to stay to raise my child and give him a 2-parent household, but I can't stay. I can't stay. Not under these conditions. Plus, I don't want my son to grow up seeing me like this or my children to grow up thinking that this is the definition of a man, right? One that stays and takes disrespect and beat down. Is going to create a different kind of dynamic. Either way you take it, that's not conducive to raising somebody who is stable. That's what you tell yourself in the meantime. So you're, in a sense, you're running to save yourself, but you're also running away from your child, right? Now the child is left with that mom. I've seen women gladly give their child a stud, a dyke. So, by the way, let me say this, and I ain't got nothing against no gay people. If you gay, it's your business. But one of the wickedest things that you can do as a mom, I believe, is give your fucking child a dyke. Why did you give your child a dyke as a daddy? Why did you give your child a stud as a daddy? I see it so common, especially in the black community. Like, what the picnic father, they at least give the picnic one man. I said, this is your daddy. If you mad at the dad, give them a man and say, this is your new daddy. But you gave that child a dyke. One woman who act like one man. And now your child got to process what they in the bedroom doing. Because when daddy was here, I used to hear the bed. All right, there we go. I won't be hitting. That's not what I want. I gotta go back to my other camera. Hold on, camera. I won't hit the table no more. Let's see. Let's find my 4K camera back, please. 4K camera back. Full. There we go. I won't hit the table no more. I was getting a bit passionate speaking, and I hit the table because I was about to say that when my daddy was here, I used to hear the headboard banging and stuff. Now they in there banging headboard. Like my mama in there with a woman banging headboard. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? So don't do that to your child, man. Stop giving these children dykes. Stop replacing their daddy with dykes. It's not cool. It's not cool. Hey, if you want to have one of them kind of families, it's on you. I'm not telling nobody how to live. I'm just saying, for the sake of that child, at least get a child a daddy. And I done seen some of these guys grow up just like this, right? Because I've been around on earth for a while. I've seen some of these guys grow up. I've seen them when they were 7, 8, 9, and daddy used to come to the football games along with my sons who used to be at their football game, and we like, yo, what's up? Yeah, everything good? All right, bro. Yeah, I see your son out there, man. He's number 35, right? Yeah, he's doing real good. Where your son at? And I'm like, okay, mine's over there, number 55. He like, damn, that's the biggest one on the team. I say, yeah, he's big, but he's scared to hit. But I got another one over there, number 17. Oh, that one fast as hell. And we have man-to-man conversation, right? Now, who show up to the damn football game? This kid is now 8, 9 years old. A dyke. A stud starts showing up. And be trying to act. We can't talk to her, him, whatever that person is. We can't talk to them. Shim. See, I'm confused in the speech. Even we have nothing to say because first of all, we know it's not your kid, and second of all, we just don't. What I'm gonna do? Hey, yo, what's good? What's good? Yeah, what's popping? All right, bet. Yeah, where your son at? Nah, you don't have a son out here, right? We looking weird, like damn, little JoJo, how he processing this? Because you just out this kid. Now the other kids are mean. You used to have a daddy. Now you got a mama and a mama daddy. Leave me alone. Shut up. That's your mama man? Woman man for real? Yeah. What they be doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Do better. But back to what I was saying though. The daddy is gone and the woman raises the child all by herself. Right? From the age of 6, 7, those kind of age, 8. Now he's 18. And he's messed up in life. No direction. All of the above. Ticket. Who's to blame? Who's to blame? In asking you this question, I think I found my own answer. Yeah. Yeah, he got a mama daddy now. He got a mama and a mama daddy. I'm thinking who's to blame. I wanted to ask my audience who's to be blamed. I came in with the mindset that the parent that stayed is the one that messed up the child. Because you can't blame the person who wasn't there because he wasn't there to mess up anything. It's just like if something gets stolen in your house, you can't just go outside and point to any random person. You stole it. That person could say, I wasn't in your house. I've never been in your house. I left. Or I was there, but I wasn't there that day. I left. He wasn't there. So he didn't influence that child like that, right? It is you, the mom, who stayed. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. A lot of these mamas that stayed should have left too. A lot of these mamas that stayed should have left too. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, Flo. How you doing?
I'm good, my brother. How you doing this morning?
I'm all right, sir. Well, may call in to tell you, say, it's the parent that stays to be blamed.
It's the parent that stays to be blamed?
Yeah, I mean,
that's how I came in thinking. But this
has how you going out thinking?
I'm going out thinking it depends. Cause check it.
So let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
When a child graduates with honors and diploma and masters and doctorate, the mom pat herself, "Woo, I did good. I'm so proud of me."
Mm-hmm.
So what about when the child go to prison and thief cars and so on?
It's because your father wasn't here.
Say, "Woo."
Wait, Jerome. If that's the case, right, it always happens like this. If he goes to prison or end up becoming like a menace to society, it's because you, the daddy, wasn't there. But if he gets honors and excellence and he excels in life and everything is accomplished, she did it all by herself. It was a single mom and it was a rough job and she did it all by herself, right?
The usual story,
right?
When to success.
Seeing,
we had to bounce around hotels to hotels, apartments to apartments. Sometimes we're sleepless, but I make sure my kids go to school and they did good, and I'm just so proud of them right now.
Awesome. I'm gonna tell you why I'm going out indifferent. I'm going out different than what I came in thinking. So I came in thinking the person that stayed is who messed the child up, because logically, who is not there could not have influenced that child, right? But the reason why I'm saying that it is not as clear cut as that is because if this is a case of a man that left because he wanted to leave, like some man get up, and just start chase skirt, and they will literally sacrifice their family. Like, me find new pum and excitement, I'm gone. Over Yasa, mash up his family to chase skirt, right? His children suffer in the process. So there are good women out there who would have done everything for this man to stay, but him just gone left. Now, if he just gone left like that, and it is totally his doing, then he's the one that's to be blamed when his child does not turn out to be something good, because he didn't stay to do his job. He left his job.
Goes deeper than that.
Wait, no. He left his job for a woman to do. Now, if that's why I say it has many heads. That's one scenario. The other scenario is, that's why it's not black and white. Automatically the mom. It can't be automatically her. Because if she was willing to do everything to keep him and he left because of chase skirt thing and all this, while we all know those type, while and can't tame, right? Mash up in family. His children get sacrificed in the process. That's his fault. Now, on the other hand, we have toxic women who genuinely sabotage their own relationship and make the household feel like hell for that man to survive in it. So him have to go outside, go fight the world. Him have to protect, provide, and then him have to come fight with sheep on a regular basis just to survive in his own home, plus expect to be there, be present, raise children with her, all this other stuff. And when that man runs for his own life and his own sanity, that's not his fault. She made it so he had to leave. So a fear fault. And now she go around bragging, saying she a single mama. You ain't got no daddy. Your daddy ain't shit. You ain't got it. I'm going to do it all by myself. And she tell the world how hard it is. But she a strong woman and she a single mama and she doing it by herself. She's the type who it is her fault when the children come out messed up. Because she ran away, who was supposed to be the leader, who was supposed to be the main protector provider. And a lot of the women that do that, they often end up under pressure because it didn't turn out nice like how they thought it was going to turn out nice. You know what I mean? And then now they see that, damn, this is rough. And they start taking it out on the children. which often happens that way. So is a dynamic to it. Why I came in thinking I could slice this one way and just say I fear her fault, but now that I'm talking to the audience, I can't say it's just her fault off the bat. Depending on what the circumstances are when the split happened, it could be his fault or not. And also, even if two people split amicably, listen, we ain't working out. We not the first people to get divorced. Sad that it came to this, but for both of us sanity, we have to go our separate ways. We can't be in the same house. You are fling frying pan off and me run you don't want to stab you up with the kitchen fork and knife them. We got to go our separate ways.
But that's the best makeup sex though.
Split amicably. Yeah, only for a while, bro. Split amicably, right? If you split amicably, but he's still there or she still allows him to be there, that means she's not pulling any James Bond move, trying to sabotage the relationship with the children, feeding them bad stuff about their dad that's not true, etc. If she's not trying to sabotage stuff and she allows him to still be there, even if they separate, those relationships still usually come out good because the child will grow to realize, listen, my mom and my dad ain't together no more, but it's cool because I still get 100% of my dad and I still got 100% of my mom, and I have a peaceful household. You understand?
But what about those relationships where
the
lady run the man and she find out that she messed up?
Then
the man is doing good without her, but the man is still willing to be that father figure, but the mom just so pissed that
this is what I'm talking about.
The ex been doing so good that she's still causing problems between them.
Yeah,
and he knows that to hold the man responsible for everything.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. If she is sabotaging, then she is to be blamed. If she's not sabotaging, if she's facilitating, then and he is not doing his part, then he's to be blamed. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. We've all seen both sides of the scenario. We've seen women who are willing to facilitate and the man just not interested. You know, him they a bar a bus battles with them friend them every weekend and picnic them don't even have new uniform for go back to school. Them still wear the same uniform from 3 years ago. You can't tell when them let out the pleat them in the uniform and stuff just to make it fit. Booty lean and the picnic them look frigged up. But him look fresh everywhere him go. And she's begging him and he just, you know, I'm busy with the new picnic them and all these other kind of things. That's his fault.
So what about the woman that might get up every morning and them not even brush teeth, them are sleep in a bingo bag the same way, them just don't keep it entertained, but when they just met you, they used to talk to you sweet, they used to always dress impressive and just be just always nice to you. And then after a while, them just say, fuck it.
All right.
Drop them guard. But now when there's a problem, you see them say, girl, better man out there. So now them start going to nails, you know, all the clothes off of Amazon, start looking back sexy again.
I fix up for new man?
For new man, but not to them man where them have.
Well, if she fix up for new man, that means she don't want you. But if she wants you, but she just get lackadaisical, that's a different issue. Again, it's this horse has many heads because there's a difference between if she just get lackadaisical and stop trying versus if she really don't want you and I try for somebody else. Two different things that. So bingo bag in a bed, not exciting no more, all this stuff. Even if you try initiate or try converse and tell her, say, baby, I have to spruce up the thing and she just not doing it, not interested. I've learned that this is where you're going to have to back your fist and hold your order. Because relationship is more than sex. Remember, I know we are talking about children involved, you know. So you can't, at the end of the day, tell your children them, say, when them get big enough for reason, you can't look at your picnic them grown yai face and say, yeah man, I left your mother because she did freaky when we did first meet and then she just drop off with it. She nobody want to lick and suck no more and do the something them I like. So me just get bored out and me just left. You can't. That's not justifiable. You know what I'm saying? That's not justifiable. You just have to learn to back your fist. I mean, I know, invent some new way to do it, like do it under your right leg or from behind, and you have to go find some other way, bro, but you can't left because of that.
But beating your meat, that's just abusing your own self anyway. Who backs them kids?
No, man, God carry you. God make you with all the parts you need to survive. Use them. Yeah, are your parts. You have to learn to do that and just hold the order. That's why I know, bro. It's rough. It's rough. These are the points where it get rough. Cause man of it, hold order still. And when you aisle ride, you have somebody where you can't say like, yo, bust wide open, don't do something. You know, she had that, she freeze and call up on you. And you have to go and hold order same way. You know?
Well, no cut make somebody's calling, but I would like to say that a relationship really takes 24 hours.
Yes, man.
Because just
on both sides.
You just get a new car, you pick that car. Nobody can lean up on it.
Mm-hmm.
Anything, even your favorite chocolate, white chocolate, after having too much of it, you're gonna climb. That's why we get new shoes all the time, new clothes, what's popping. I see him think sometimes we're gonna get tired of things.
True.
And so you're gonna be wearing out seeing the same person every morning, every day. That's when you start to realize you're losing the attention and you put in more effort.
True. In an ideal setting, true. Very true. All right, brother.
But slow, big up yourself.
Manners and respect.
All right.
Hey, Jerome, Mervin said, if you don't like the bingo, buy what you want to see. Watch now. I have one better for you. If you don't like the bingo, dry it off. Take it off. She probably know you don't like it or why you take it off her. Come here, man. You know, me not like see them here, and you know when you be trying to wrestle it off and she not lift up, she not give you that hip lift there. So it's stuck, especially if she have one big body, it's stuck right there. So you try to fight it off. Yeah, she not lift the hip to make you ease it off. You have to go there, dry it off. I don't like see them sitting up on you and take it off. That might add some excitement to it. But yeah. Wait there, shoes don't have a brain. Yeah, I didn't think that one through before I asked the question, and it was good that I did because I came in here one-sided, but I'm leaving thinking differently. End of the day, the story is like this, right? For the man them out there, if you have a chance to play a role in your children's life, then do so, right? Make sure say your children them first though. DNA up on everything. Yeah. If you play a role in your youth them life, then do so. You know what I mean? Even if she not give no nookie no more, even if cause somehow don't want to play a role in the picnic life cause she don't want to do the things them for you no more. Even when she move on with new man, you still want something behind the scenes. Just so you can say you still have her that way, the kind of thing. And then put in effort for your picnic them. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo. How you doing?
I'm good, family. How you doing?
Good. I wanted to respond to your response and the conversation we're having with Mervin and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely say it's both parents, right? It's both because neglect is a form of abuse. And if we're talking about on the dad side of a boy child, who goes through puberty and is going through how to become a man. A woman is not a man. A woman will never be a man. It's like that. That's like you're asking a giraffe to be a fish. A giraffe is a giraffe. A giraffe cannot fulfill the responsibilities of a fish. It's an unfair request. It's a very unfair request.
You said neglect is a form of abuse.
Oh, sorry. Say it again.
No, you said neglect is a form of abuse, right?
It is.
Okay, so are we talking about like when the father leaves and neglects his child?
Yeah.
So how about this? How about
my answer is both though.
How about when the wife starts to neglect the husband that causes him to leave? Because neglect is a form of abuse, right? That means that man was already being abused, which led to him deciding to leave, right?
Okay, that is a very specific scenario that you're giving to make the man a victim. right? And
But
if
he
that
is
is
being
the
victimized.
case,
That is an abuse. That is
yeah. Based on your specific, you're giving a hypothetical scenario, right? And your hypothetical scenario leans on the idea that the man is being abused.
No, not
and
really
that is why he's leaving.
hypothetical. As a man, I've lived this before. If I
Okay.
okay, let me get real personal. As a man, I've lived this before.
Mhm.
I've been in a relationship before where the something lock off, and I was trying to be good, and it lasted me forcibly being celibate for almost a year. To the point where this person even kept saying, well, go get it. Just don't bring me back no diseases. And I was like, okay, that means this is done. You know what I mean? And why would you expect somebody to stay if you lock off like that?
And
so I was
fine.
being abused.
Right, and that is a form of abuse. Absolutely. It's I don't know the woman's side of this narrative, right? Because sometimes, I hear a man's side of the narrative that's completely different from what the woman said. And when they come together, it's like, okay, his narrative's a little off. Yeah. So I don't know her narrative. And they said there's your side, her side, and the truth. I don't know those other narratives. But if that's the case, then as adults, that's a form of abuse for an adult.
Right.
Parents, it's ideal for parents to be together to raise their children. But parents, if parents are not together, they can still play active roles in their children's lives and be present
if they're
in their
allowed
children's
to.
lives.
If they're allowed to. That's another dynamic I just went through.
Yes, allow, but what I don't like about the allow narrative is a lot of deadbeats hide behind this not being allowed narrative to whitewash their unwillingness to be active in their children's life. And they claim that someone is like not allowing them. If you're so-called not being allowed, there's the law and there is a court system, and then you can fight to have access to your child.
Why should he have to fight to have access to his child?
He shouldn't have to.
That's another thing. A lot of deadbeat do hide behind it, but a lot of good men are sabotaged by it.
Okay, so for those good men who are sabotaged, right? If we're talking about them, then that is absolutely wrong. But that is not the entire story. I personally don't think it's majority of the time story.
You see my
brother?
That
is a narrative that is a slanted narrative that is making the man a victim. I'm just trying to be very neutral.
Let me give you something
I'm not trying to make anybody a victim.
Let me give you something real.
The child is a victim.
Let me give you something real. My brother who took his own life, that was exactly the scenario. And we were all here to see it. So he drove trucks, and he would come in. He would line up when he was supposed to see his child and everything. And his child mother would be like, okay, I'm going to be at my mother's house. Come and get your daughter then. And he's like, okay, I'm coming in at 6 a.m. She would purposely make sure that she wasn't there. She would lead him all the way till he got there, right? And then he's like, I'm over here right now. I'm ringing the bell. Nobody is answering. Where y'all at? And she like, oh, I'm all the way across town on the other side of her. So he's like, I'll come over there and get her anyways. It's like another 30-minute drive. And she's like, no, you can't come get her because we're about to go to XYZ. And the way she did this repeatedly, amongst other things that she did to purposely sabotage the relationship, but that happens all the time. To purposely make sure that he wasn't able to see his child or spend time with his child, but she was the first one in child support court, and he never had a problem paying child support. She always wanted to increase, though. You know what I'm saying?
That is a form of abuse.
So this one is personal
the
for me.
Learns that narrative, and the thing is that people as adults try to spite each other, and some bad adults use their children. Your child's going to grow up and resent you. So any investment you put in your child, they're going to resent you later in life. I also know anecdotal stories stories of people I know that it goes in the opposite direction.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So our reality,
and that's why I'm trying to be neutral.
Our reality to this subject has been different.
Right, because you're a man, you're going to hear from men. Right. I'm a woman, I'm going to hear from women.
Right, and you're viewing it from a woman's lens. And not only are you viewing it from a woman's lens, I think you're viewing it from a woman's lens to the point where you are sympathetic towards whatever is said on the woman's side. But let's question what is said on the man's side.
I think you're also sympathetic towards the man's side as well. And that's okay.
No, I'm realistic.
That's okay.
I'm realistic to the examples that I've lived or seen. There's a difference between being sympathetic to a side than to go. I'm going off of what I have lived or what I have seen.
I have also seen.
No? Have you lived it?
I have not lived. Well, I've had an instance here and I've had a rough patch here and there, but it was short lived. But I have more so seen it like firsthand. Like I'm talking about like a really close, I don't want to say who, but a very, very close family member. And I've seen this whole thing play out. Okay. I've seen it with close, I have a close friend. We're not friends anymore. But I mean, what I saw with her was just like, I was just like in shock. And the man was just completely shameless. So I think because of your experience, you are sympathetic to the man's side. Because of my experience, I'm sympathetic to the woman's side. Also, what I personally don't like is the narrative that is the woman's fault. And in our community, most of our children are raised by only women. So then it feeds into this anti-BW narrative.
Did you tune in late?
I did, yeah.
Okay, that's why you're talking like that. Because I definitely said that it is both parents' fault, or it could be one or the other, depending on what happened in that relationship that caused the split, or that causes him or her to be away from the child. So if there is a deliberate sabotage on the part of, say, the mom, then it's her fault. And if the father willingly left his responsibilities, then it's his fault, kind of thing. Okay. Right. Okay. So we ironed it out that way before. Okay. Right. So that's why I can't. I'm like, she must have not heard me say that for you to say bias. I'm giving blame where blame needs to be. Okay, so that's good. So that is a fair way to. Right. So you must have. I think you must have tuned in late. I came in here thinking, though, like I was telling Jerome, that I came in thinking, hey, if the father left from, say, the child was like 6, and now he's 18 and he's all torn up and messed up in life, then it was the mom's fault that spent the last 12 years gearing him towards that. So it's her fault that he turned out that way. But then having a conversation, it can't just be her fault. Yeah. It has to be, you have to look into the dynamics. Exactly. Right. If something is missing, something is missing. If something is missing and you do not have the capacity within yourself to fill that void is going to continue to be there. You can be the best mother on the planet. Right. But again, like I said, if a fish needs a fish and you're a giraffe, right? You cannot. It's not unfair to ask a giraffe to be a fish. It's impossible. A giraffe wouldn't know where to start. Right. True. So that void is going to be there. Absolutely. You know. Absolutely. So. I think so. All right. So I guess I missed some pieces. Yes, I think we were on the same page, but you came in hearing a piece of it, thinking I was because I was tuned in, and then I had to tune out, and then I tuned back, and I got a call. You missed it. You missed it. Okay. All right. No problem. All right. All right. Thank you. Bye. Yeah, she's usually really well balanced. I think she just missed out a big part of what I said, because I was very careful to have this chain of thought where this isn't just placing blame. I'm not one of the men that be like, "I the woman them fault," always, because it can't be. It can't be. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Listen, SouFLo. Good.
Manners and respect, family. Yeah, man. How are you?
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, and bless you, man.
Big up yourself, blood.
Yeah, I'm saying it's the man's fault, man.
You would say it's the man's fault?
Yes, I implant the seed in that first place, bro. We have things too easy, bro. Now tell you the man part from the beginning. But, and all the situation, you see what Jerome was saying?
So you're saying, wait, we have to make the audience understand. So what you're saying is he chose the wrong person to plant his seed in. So it's his fault. Anything else that happened after this?
Well, we all make wrong decisions, you know. But at the end of the day, the end result, the child is here, fam. And that's your child. So you have a responsibility automatically, regardless of the situation. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but did you miss part of this discussion?
No.
So you've been here through the whole thing?
Beginning.
You there from the beginning?
See my situation.
So you're not taking into consideration, say if the other parent is purposely throwing obstacles in his way to sabotage the relationship with the child and to sabotage him being there with the child and then blaming him for not being there. You're not taking
Well,
these
guess
things
what? You
into.
see, yeah, I'm taking that situation, and you see, if the situation where the child is manipulated and acting against you and causing you stress, then left, because you're gonna kill everybody in the situation, obviously. You know?
Then the doctor
You have your
says so.
own
It can't be
sanity.
just his fault.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
but
saying.
in the situation the man left, you said at the beginning, you said when you just left, then it's a man's fault because you substituted your ability to input into the situation. And what Jerome was saying about when the child grows up good, the woman gets the flowers, the man gets no credit.
Yeah.
But if the
well,
child does bad, the woman gets put down, and so does the absentee dad. That's what I'm saying. Because my situation, I'm kind of reserved. I had to go get my child from the toxic mother, and now I'm bringing up the child.
see,
Understand? So I see we all have bias. You, the lady, and me on the phone. There's three sides to this thing.
true.
But yeah, man, bless her.
All right, manners. Yeah, he's basically saying the same thing too. He's basically saying the same thing too. Anytime you miss, you know what this is? This is a good example to show you this, right? Remember when we used to go to school and they used to say, read this book, and then you're going to do a book report. And some of we used to be like, we play all weekend and have fun all weekend, and then we're like, oh shit, Sunday night, we're like, damn, book report due Monday morning. So we try skim through the first 10 page and the last 10 page and think we catch the whole book, right? And we do a book report, and the book report is missing every context about the middle. That's how this conversation is. So if you ain't here for the whole ride, you might have missed what was actually said. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hello, morning.
Morning, family. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
You're good? You're sure?
You know, so the conversation is like God sent.
Talk to me now.
So yesterday, a friend and I was having a conversation, right? And this came up in the topic. When I asked the man, say, I'm a single mother, and I was a teenager. The father decided not to stick around. Whose fault it is? It's your man's fault.
No,
So I said,
I would have asked you, why did the father decide not to stick around? And hoping you would be honest in why he didn't decide
remember,
to stick
we're
around.
teenagers. We were a year apart. He was 1 year older than I am.
Yeah, man. But
So at 16,
yeah,
right? And he decided that it's not his child. And then he came back and said,
there you go.
have an abortion. I said, no.
Okay. So that's why he decided to not stick around.
That's
Because
why
he
he
asked
decided
for an abortion and you said no.
And I said, no.
You see, you just brought up a whole nother. Damn, these topics be. I swear to y'all, right? Whenever we have these conversations, I brainstorm it a little bit, and I know it's gonna go long. And I even sit here and say to Shakira, I said, I don't know how we're gonna get that 2-hour show in because just one of them alone is gonna take up time. This is deep.
All the time.
This is deep. What you just said, right? Him decides that he don't want to. Now, this is a serious conversation that we actually need to have as a people. Because check it, right? A man will say to a woman like this, I don't want any children from you. I don't want any children, period. Right? And then they go and do their thing, and she end up get pregnant. And remember, she already know from beginning, say, you don't want any kids. And she decides, oh, I'm pregnant. And he's like, well, you have to have an abortion. And she's like, I'm not having no abortion. I'm keeping it. So he's now thrusted into fatherhood, right? Okay. That's one scenario. The next scenario is she gets pregnant and he says, good, I'll go work 2 jobs. I want this baby. I'll be with you. Let's make it work. And she goes, nah, I don't want no kids right now. I'm having an abortion. And he could beg until Jesus come down off of the cross.
And that came up too.
She having it. And now she's not having it. And now she just killed his seed. So in the end, the man really doesn't ever have, because if she decides to keep it, you have to go take care of it or run left it, whichever one you choose to do.
But just like the last caller said, it's three sides to a story, right?
Right.
And just like what Voice of Reason said.
So he
So
didn't
what I
decide
kept
to stay.
asking is, whose fault it is for not sticking around to raise your child? Oh, are the mother fault always?
It can't just be that. It can't just be her fault.
I'm an idiot, because at the end of the day, even if the relationship doesn't work out, that doesn't stop you from taking care of your child. That's a lame ass excuse for not taking care of your child. That's your responsibility. It takes two to tango.
It takes two to tango for sure. And we both know. So I look at it like this, right? And I've always said this on this platform right here. I said, now we're talking teenagers, so I'm not really into that, because the idea of teenage pregnancy. But even them, I would say to them like this: young girl, if you're gonna take up sexual activities, please understand that you taking up grown people activities, and grown people activities come with grown people responsibilities, right?
True.
So check it. You are the guardian of your womb. You're the guardian of your womb. Because I normally hear them say stuff like, especially in Jamaican culture, bad lads, someone me get the boy some catches and him breed me, eat that boy. Me tell him say enough for coming at me, and him still the dirty boy breed me. And I'm like, oh my God, you know you were having intercourse. Why did you allow yourself to even get breed? And now they're talking about, well, he should have put on a condom. You can't left the responsibility to somebody else to protect your
bear
womb.
in mind, you're young. Your mind is fully
know
developed
that.
as an adult.
I'm not casting no blame. I'm talking as if I would talk to my daughters to wisen them up before the act. So
But what happened with my situation?
What happened already happened. And it was.
And it was.
Yeah, that happened. That happened too. So again, you're picking up grown people stuff that come with grown people responsibilities.
Company was my biggest problem when I was a teenager. Follow bad company. A company lead me astray and end up in another situation. Love
and it happens. And your baby still a blessing, because you never get your baby still a blessing. You never get raped for your baby, right? There was somebody who you were with, right? And the baby came and you decided to have it. So this man run because him said you have to dash it to her. I said no.
Because I said no, and I never heard from him since.
You haven't heard from him since?
She's an adult. She's almost 30.
So when him dip him completely left.
The man completely.
Damn, couldn't do that.
You understand? And it bothered her, because I remember when she was younger, she cried and asked me, why didn't my father want me? You know that hurt me?
Another thing I'm going to say to you is this, my sister. Your situation gone already, right? I did a video not too long ago about the same thing right here. And I would implore any woman out there, young ladies, big woman, everybody. You see, if the man don't want to be a father, don't breed for him. The minute you hear abortion, I don't care if you don't believe in abortion. Dash it away.
100%.
God will forgive you. Dash it away. I'm sorry, it sounds bad to say, but I gotta be real.
You can take care of that child on your own, because at the end of the day, having abortions mess up the woman's body. That is a total different story.
If I was a woman, I would have dashed that way.
Yeah, but it does damages to your body, because later on in life, let's say when later on in life you do decide to have kids, because you have done that, no, you're no longer capable of having a child, because somewhere along the line, you got messed up doing those kind of stuff.
Yeah, may I pray my prayers.
It takes a toll on a woman's body to do these things. So if you're capable enough of taking care of your child, even though the father never wants to carry a child.
If you want to carry a child. But understand though that when you make that decision right there, you know from the beginning that this is somebody who is not going to be there.
And that's what I said.
We have to be real with ourselves in life, right?
Who are able to stand that responsibility and say, I'm going to take this on by myself.
Right. So and then you have to have foresight too, because you have to plan ahead in a sense that you got to be ready to tell that child when the child starts getting older. You have to be ready to say, when the child said, Mom, how come where's my dad? How come I don't have a daddy? you have to be ready for be.
True.
Whatever story you coming with, you know what I mean? Think about all that before you go ahead and say, you know what? Him breed me. Him say him no want to be no father. Me still I go foot the responsibility here by myself. Okay, it's a hell of a responsibility. You're back broad, you're ready for that. Go ahead and do it, but don't you understand that he's no longer to be blamed though? Because he made you know from the beginning when something could have been done about it. Like this, I don't. As a woman, if I was a woman, I would never want to have a child for a man who doesn't want a child.
But these are the conversations that people need to have with each other before they go down that road.
Absolutely,
Listen,
but I know
if
your
we're going
situation
to do
was
this
teenage
and this
stuff.
happened, what are we going to do? Do you want kids? You don't want kids? Because I need to know these things before me and you get intimate.
Yes, would you want a child with me specifically?
Okay.
Me hear man done say already to woman to, you know, listen, I got daughters, so I'm very on edge. Me hear man say already to woman about, I want kids, but I don't want no kids from you. And there's a video going around right now where the dude was like, I told you I didn't want any kids from you specifically. And you trapped me with this damn baby because you know I'm a good guy. And now I'm here taking care of this friggin' kid and I'm attached to you forever. And he's like, and I'm like, damn, he told you specifically.
Okay, and tell her, so why didn't he protect himself also? Even though he said that to know, but you're still a raw dog, all right?
Maybe he protected himself. But
maybe
let's say
bust.
Maybe he protected himself, but condom bust too.
But he must know that at the end of the day, condoms can burst, and if you decide to go there, any game can play. So as a man, you need to know, so if that happened, then I need to stand my responsibility. If you know, say you never want to pitney with her, then you should never go down that road.
No, if she know he wouldn't want no pitney with her, she should have just lock her leg down.
There you go.
Because if never hold you down and rape you, you're up in your leg and take him, even though him tell you say him no want no pitney from you.
So it go both ways.
I'm all about fairness, the balance, and putting blame where blame goes.
Both ways.
No, not really. Because man, I go always take front where front is available. You telling a man with a stiff teely to not take some front and give out from him is like
him careless too.
Yes, him careless too, but you left with the brunt of it.
The possibilities are there that this can happen. Nobody go there with her. It no matter. All if the front way line with goal, you shouldn't take it.
That's almost impossible. That's almost impossible. I know me make you sign up. That's almost impossible. Sometimes something just turn up on you and you're not even know say you're attracted
you have to learn the control of the teely.
Yeah, I understand that, but you know. So,
I don't know. This topic got so heated last night. It just made me head. Like literally, I had to take 2 painkillers because it was like. It makes no sense that you're gonna take side for a deadbeat man, no matter what. I mean, here you always say, so you say, man, we don't take care of them people, me don't want to talk to them, me don't want to have them as friends.
Yeah, me don't want no friend with them, the kind of man there.
There you go.
Yeah, me and you can't be hanging out. I don't want to be seen with you, because I mean, I don't want nobody look for me like how them look for you. You're a waste. You're a waste, man. I don't want to be looked at like that. So no, we can't be of the same company. We can't chill. Because me, I gotta start talking about my kids. Them what I'm trying to get for the kids, and then you're gonna be over there like I'm watching you ignore yours, and most of them in need and stuff. We can't be cool.
It said to him in the black society, a lot of men go around and just a breed woman and love brags, so they have 10, 15, 20 people, but they never mind one of the pity them yet. We're sperms doing that.
Yeah, that's an issue too. And you get no cool point from me for that either. You're a waste.
And then go say the woman fault because the relationship. Some sense of the 10, 15 people out there just a brag say you get them at the woman fault. Even if the relationship doesn't work out, that shouldn't stop you from taking care of your responsibility.
Yes, as long as you're not being hindered. If you're not being hindered, you have no excuse.
Right. We're not talking about the party. We're talking about the one them that are not being hindered. Right. You still take your responsibility.
Absolutely.
And just like the previous caller stated.
Absolutely.
Even if you're being hindered, there's a court system. do what you can do for now until the child get older. You say, guess
Yeah,
what?
I've seen that court system thing that though. It's a whole different ball
But,
game.
no,
It's easy
that-
to say.
I know.
It's easy to
I've
say,
seen
but
it.
I've seen it. It's,
No,
it's a
I've
whole
seen
different
it.
ball game.
I've seen
But
it.
yeah, if he's not being hindered, once court system coming at it, there is hindrance. And let's make this very clear. If he's not being hindered, then it is his responsibility to do so. And then if he is being hindered, then understand that part of that blame goes back to who is hindering him.
So we're not talking about that scenario. We're talking about the one them who just decide not to take care of their kids, period.
Yeah, waste. Walkless. Disgraceful. Yeah.
It doesn't matter what. All if you cannot be there financially, be there in their life.
You know, this goes back to this, right? I think, and this goes out to the ladies them too. I think we're all raised differently. Remember when I told my audience this before, like, you see these people right here, see my grandparents, and then it trickled down to like my parents, especially my mom. Them, they didn't play when it come to like what new person is coming into the family. So you could never be from our bloodline and be like, yeah man, I have 10 pick me out there, you know, and have them ask about, okay, so where are they and who have them and when we are gonna see them. It didn't go like that in my family, and it still doesn't go like that. If you have them, you have to bring them around. My mom, the kind, my mom was like, yeah, me I give you some time, you know, cause I remember one time me and my mom had stopped talking, some frivolous argument, and me just let me back away from her, you know, because I've never disrespected my mom before. I would rather just go missing for a couple of weeks or something. And I had my son at the time who was just born. And, you know, the mother of my son said, you and your mom could keep arguing all y'all want to. I'm taking this child over there to go see his grandmother because I want my child to have a grandmother. And she did, right? And I said, hey, I'm not standing in the way of that. My mom contacted me after she saw him, and she was like, you see you? Let me tell you something. In this state, they have what's called grandparents' laws. No, me never know nothing about this. You know, I had to go look this up, and it was true. In the state, they have grandparents' laws. She was like, I was giving you like a couple more weeks, you know, and then you was going to find yourself in court because I am having time with my grandchildren. And I'm like, yo, so that's to show you. Some of it come from a line where you have to be present, and then some of it come from a family where I does whole heap of buguyaga activity over there. They applaud you when you breed up the place and don't support none, and them laugh about it. My brother have 12 picnic, you know. That's 12 nieces and nephews that you don't know though.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So y'all gotta be careful too.
People then.
You have to be careful to about who to choose.
True.
You know what I mean? Who to choose.
True, but my situation was different. Because like I said, I said to the guy, I said, yo, I was a teenager. The man said, listen, one laugh you pass at Jamaica, where when you're a teenager and get pregnant, then feel like you up as a girl. And I'm like, huh?
What? Say that again.
Exactly.
Wait, what? Say that again? No, for real, say that again.
He said there's a parcel of Jamaica when you're a teenager and you get pregnant, and you get, especially if you get pregnant for a big man, the government will lock up you, the teenager, you know.
No.
It just, listen, this story went all kind of ways last night. Let me tell you, it went all kind of different directions. You have to just say, listen, let me talk to you.
Yeah, that's
weird. Let's end this conversation.
Punish a child for being manipulated by an adult.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So the whole conversation last night was just defending the male species. You just could not come to terms with what I was saying, or just didn't connect to him.
Yeah. I could right there, so it would have went left with me because I would have started looking at you weird.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. The child is never at fault if an adult is involved with a child. That's period.
There you go.
There's no way around that. I mean, I don't care if you want. I see people call picking about, yes, because she did too fast and she did, well, promiscuous with herself and everything. She was groomed that way. So somebody turned her that way. That she's still a child. She's a child. Even if that's how she was.
Where I said last night, when he was a teenager, no school girl may want him. And that bunny. Yeah, man.
I saw.
Yeah.
But your situation is definitely different. We're talking about teenage years, and if a lot of stuff we did do as teenager is now like, boy, if me did only know. you know.
Thank
But
you.
it's in hindsight now. So we live and we learn, my friend. That's how life go. Yeah.
And I definitely did live and learn because it's just my one child.
Ah, wow. Really?
Yes.
So you really stuck to the script. You was like, no more. Cause you know, damn. Hey, big up to you for that.
No, it's not a matter of never wanted anymore. I wanted, but I didn't want to end up in this situation again.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
And I've had great relationships where they asked me to, and I know they would have been great father, but you know, trauma.
Right. And you never want to revisit that again.
I didn't want to revisit that again.
And big up to you for having the self-control to never revisit that again. Because that took a whole lot of self-control if you never revisit that again. You know? Yeah. But
like I said, teenager, so you never end up back in that situation again. I have 2, 3, 4, 5 kidney and you alone and no father. Which we never really talk to no deadbeat, so.
Well, you don't know if they're gonna be deadbeat until, you know.
My relationships, they already had kids, and I know that they would have been great fathers.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that trauma.
But it's a trauma for her too, because I know up until today, it bothered her.
So are you past childbearing age now?
Oh, not necessarily. But my mother keep on telling me I'm too old.
She said no matter with it.
She said, me now watch no grand picnic. And next thing you know, the picnic come and ban handy. I said, mommy, don't talk up on that. Don't do that. But you know, Jamaican parents, so they stay early.
Are you still open to having one though?
I am.
You are?
Yes.
Oh man. Well, if you are open to having one, I made the universe work in your favor.
Thank you. And I do pray about it. I do want to though.
Yeah. May the universe work in your favor, my friend.
I understand, but my situation, listen, my story is I can write a book and more.
That's life, eh? You live and you learn. You live and you learn, my friend. You live and you learn.
Yeah, definitely. But I think men need to start standing on their responsibilities, no matter the situation. Someone, because at the end of the day, the child suffers.
Someone, Westman. Yeah.
Yeah. The child suffers. It's not about the mother nor the father. It go both ways. If the mother had the problem or the father, or the child suffer. They need to understand that.
Yeah. I tell my audience all the time, right? Check it. I don't hold this story because me as a person like this, my life is like an open book. I mean, no one, nobody have no secret for me or be like, yeah, but I know different. I have a daughter out there who I say is my daughter because in earlier times, one of them, oh, she look just like you kind of something. Okay. Every time I asked for, first of all, I was away. I was overseas. And I remember the mom calling me, again, teenager, right? Just like you, teenager, something. So the mom called me one time and she was like, you don't have to worry about, no, she said, we're changing her name to the name of the man that I'm with now. And I was like, okay. And I said, okay, because she never had my name in the first place. Like when the child was born with the man she was with then. And then when she broke up with that guy and another guy decided he was gonna marry her, the guy who decided he was gonna marry her, which she already had children by 2 different guys, me and somebody else, that guy said he wants to put his name on all the children. He ended up giving her many more children, like after. So these children took his name plus that. I was like, as a teenager too, I'm like, the child never had my name in the first place. Plus her sister, her older sister was like, I know you're a child, my youth. Me know you want to be one father, everything, but it's not your child. My sister, wild. Go on about your business, go get your life together and whatnot. That time I think I was leaving for the UK around then. I was 17, like I told my audience before, and I was supposed to I bought my ticket like right before. I don't know why this dimmed. Oh, my computer not plugged in. Okay, here we go. We're back. So now that that showed up, I could put the high definition camera back up from, because the camera, may I come back right now? I'm back on screen. So what happened just now was me plug out the computer them last night to make them not burn out the battery, and I forgot it was plugged out, so the battery almost dead just now. And as the battery was dying, I caught it, and it knocked off the camera. Anyway, as far as my
situation, the IT taking out
yeah, she ran in to rescue me. Me I learned, I learned, so we can see myself a little bit now. Thanks, babe. Here, Miss Golden Robinson. Here, Miss Golden Robinson. But Shakira, come help him. Okay, so listen. Remember, I have one more child on the way, so that's gonna be my number 7, right? Me no miss with none of my picking them. So this one that's on the outside bothers me. So when I have conversations like these, the only reason there. Okay, so after them tell me, say, you don't have to worry about it. The man that take over, that a film picnic, whatever. I said, hey, do your thing. So she grew up from, that child was about 2 years old till now she's an adult. She grew up with that man, and knowing that man as her father.
Sure that's your child?
Knowing that man as her father, that's what we're going to get to. Carrying him as her dad, right? His name and everything, along with all her other siblings. Over the years, right, I would always try to stay close by, because I'm just convinced like this child just look like me. But then people would be like, but the mom look like you too, and you and the mom look alike. So I said, let me get a DNA test. Every time I ask for a DNA test, them duck out and disappear. Nobody wants to talk to me anymore. Nobody is calling or texting no more. Them cut communication every time I ask for a DNA test. But then they would show back up, and every time they show up, it was like, can I have some money? So I would send whatever money. Yeah, so I would send whatever money I could send, right? Until
so you were good on the financial part, but
I kept playing that game until she became an adult. When she became an adult, the last conversation we had, she called me and she was like, I need some money. And I said to her, I don't want to just be the guy you call when you need some money. I want to have an actual relationship with you. So, and that you're an adult, I can say this, right? I need a DNA to confirm that I'm your dad. And it's a bunch of stuff that I can tell you, which we're grown now, we could talk about. But if we get this out of the way and I make sure that that's what it is, then we can move forward from here. Because it should grow now.
Right.
She cuss me.
Wow.
If you don't need nothing from you anyways, and blah blah blah.
So, but if you don't need nothing from me, why you keep on calling me when you're broke?
So them hang up, and then we never spoke again.
Wow.
And I always like, just give me a DNA, and I've been asking for it for years. You know what I'm saying? Give me a DNA. So I'm gonna hide the one that were out there, and that's why I tell everybody, like, make sure. But
that's your mother's fault.
Listen, they could have been said the DNA, and I don't know why. Whenever a man asks for a DNA, it becomes a problem. You can't get your DNA, but I'm gonna tell the picnic say you never want her. Watch and see if it not gonna be yours. No, I watched too many Murray series where it would have been, could have been, should have been, but it wasn't. Look, he got your eyes, he got your nose, and then Murray is like, you are not the father. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I need a DNA.
But check this out. With my sperm's donor, later on in the years, few years back, I learned that he got another daughter. Still not stick around in that little girl life. I hear so when the little girl wants anything, he will buy it, drop it off at the house on the step, and leave. And I said, wow.
Wait, he did what?
He got another child. He has a daughter. A few years ago, I learned this.
And the one that you had the sperm donor. Yes. Him have another child by somebody else.
This was, when I got this story, was like maybe over 10 years ago. Right. I learned about this.
And he's involved with that other child?
Not involved. That's what I'm saying. if the mother for the child call him for anything,
Yeah.
he will buy it, drop it off, leave it on the step, and leave. The little girl don't know him. He has no relationship with her at all.
That weird. So that's something. Why?
What I got to understand, he has some kind of mental illness. He suffers from depression. So he just lock himself away. He don't socialize with anybody, not even with his family. And this was coming from his sister.
Really?
So he has two daughters, but neither of them knows him. And he plays no roles in their life.
Yo, let me tell you something. If you gotta be a strong man to live like that, boy. Not even strong. You have to be one different kind of man to live like that. The first, my mind would be so worried, like stepdaughter, like my daughter, like a stepdaddy might abuse her, molest her off or something. No, I gotta be there. I'm showing up in all kinds of ways. But
some
again,
is not
different people,
and that's what it is.
Yeah, I'm too paranoid about my children, so I'll have to be there.
But you have to suffer from mental illness for you to do some kind of shit like that. Because for you to know that you have two kids out there,
yeah,
and
him not sound
no
okay.
sort of role.
I even tell Shakira, man, I say, if anything happened, like God forbid, and we have to part ways, you better get you a gorilla, cause that's that boy. Hey, ain't no man. You don't know me already, so not if I got be big, strong, and crazy as ever. Fake, I'm there. No man not lock up in a no house with my children, no daddy, no nothing. You're not getting no honors for raising mines. I don't need nothing from you for them. Like, if you are the mother prayer and you're going to go doing the thing over there, so, like, you not leaving no scars on my children. You know what I mean? It takes a different kind of man to just look the other way and be like,
natural.
Yeah, me not have no picnic. Me good.
Knowingly know that you
that
have
would drive
kids
me
out there.
crazy.
Because so knowingly know that you have kids out there, you decide not to. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that would drive me crazy. I know. But I know y'all know that something wrong with him. Or I'm not too right.
So I had to explain that to my daughter, but even so, and I try to talk about it, but she lack off that completely now. So I don't know if she's accepted the situation or it still bothers her.
Trust me, she never will. She never will. All of us, this is an innate thing with humans. We all want to know who our parents are. We all want to know the child that got put up for adoption. Don't you notice this is a trend with anybody who got put up for adoption? As soon as they get old enough, thank you. As soon as they get old enough, they start contacting and digging and searching just to satisfy their curiosity. I want to see who I came from. I don't care if she under a tarp or a tarpaulin under a bridge somewhere and I want to go see what my mom looked like or my dad. I want to see so your daughter is not over it. She is masking it pretty well probably, but a part of her will always want to know and have a final conversation or a beginning conversation with him. She have questions. And they need to be answered in order for her to have some closure to that situation. Like, why did you leave me? That tear your soul apart for your whole life. Why did you leave me? That one question right there. So
no, and that's what she asked me. She asked me when she was pretty young, about 7, if I'm not lying, why my father didn't want me.
Every child. I've seen kids huddle up together, like when them parents are break up and the kids them talk to each other, and they're like she's like, Jaden, don't do that anymore, because if you keep giving trouble, then dad is gonna leave and mom and dad is gonna have a divorce. Like the kids them start take it on to themselves like a freedom problem, or they might be causing the breakup. And when one parent leave, the kids are left with, what did we do? What did we do wrong to make my daddy leave or whatever, That's why I tell people too. I said, this is always hard on adults because you invest your soul and heart and whatever else in it, but it's super hard on children because they don't even understand how to process these things. All them know said,
They don't.
I don't have a parent. Well, everybody else got a daddy. Where my daddy at?
And that's why I said at the end of the day, the child suffers loss.
Absolutely. Every time.
Mm-hmm.
Every time.
Yeah. Oh boy.
All right, my friend. So what do you plan on doing? One more question though. What do you plan on doing with your daughter? I mean, do y'all still talk about it or no?
No, that's what I said. She don't visit that conversation anymore.
She don't visit that conversation anymore. Damn.
No.
Do you know where he's at?
He's in the States somewhere.
No, but you don't have a location.
No.
Like you can't pull up to where he's at.
No, and I don't think I would want to.
No.
No, she passed that stage. She passed your worst.
Okay.
So she's doing well. She's doing her thing, so.
That's part of life. All right.
Absolutely.
All right, my friend. Manners and respect, yes?
Yeah, man. I'm blessed up to you.
All right. Bless up.
All right.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Wow. Who says, SouFLo, does your other children feel like how you are not in the same home with them? Okay. See, this is what I'll be telling a lot of people, like, my situation is completely different. My other children could see me every day and sees me most days of the week. So even though they are not in the same household with me, they're here. All my children get together on the weekend, every weekend, religiously, in the same house. And during the week, they right down the street at another house. You know what I mean? So I'm not the guy who he lives so far away and yeah, that relationship didn't work, but they started over and he's doing okay over here with Shakira, but he got kids way in Georgia and they live in Florida, or he had the kids in New York, or my kids are always around me. And all my children, this is something that I was very big on. Like, all my kids have to know each other, have to be in each other's faces. Them have to grow up together and be close with each other and all that. So yeah, my kids don't feel no way. It is what it is. You know, my son expressed to me when that relationship was ending, my son expressed to me that he remembered me driving away. And he was like, he went in the shower and he cried so hard. You know, he was like, I cried all day. But that was over a decade ago now. This is how I know that these things affect children way different than it affects adults. You know, at that time when the separation was taking place and all that, we weren't sure where it was going to end up, how it was going to work out. You know, there was a distance that was there, but we've covered that distance in short time, and everybody is in the same area now, right around the corner from each other, and everybody gets to see each other all the time, and everything is worked out. So we're in a different space than what most people are when their relationships don't work and they have to leave and start over and all these other things, right? They don't forget and they still hold it. Yeah, but my children are being raised by me. So none of my kids could say my dad be missing out on anything that's going on in my life or anything like that. I make it a point of duty to do that. I'll give you an example. Most of you who've been on this channel for the longest, you know me as a travel therapist. Remember when me used to cut off all my hair and shave beard off clean and wear a scrubs every day with a name tag on it and go into somebody's facility to go do occupational therapy work? Right. Don't you notice I haven't done that in a while? I'm still certified in both states. I still keep up with my certifications and all that. And I'm still kind of like, oh, I want to jump in and out, like actually being at a facility, treating patients daily. But my children are growing so fast. And, you know, looking at, after my son said that, I was like, okay, I don't need to be away missing all his football games anymore, him not able to spend the weekends with me anymore, or me not being around the corner where if he needs anything, I'm right there kind of thing. I'm there. I'll give you an example. Not too long ago, my kids are getting big. So 16 and 17-year-old sneak out the house in the middle of the night. And when his mom found out that he wasn't in the house, she called my phone. And I get up out of my bed, 2 o'clock in the morning, jump in my truck, head over to her house. And we out there looking for them, and I found them, and I put them in my truck, and I drove them far away from their house, and I had them jump out of the truck and had them run all the way back to the house at 2 o'clock in the morning. Immediately, like, I'm there. So the mom can't be like, I'm a single mom and, you know, we had kids together, but everything is left on me and these children are getting older and it's so hard. I'm here. I'm in it. Yeah. Sometimes friends roll with you. Yeah, man, we're good, man. Sometimes Brent used to roll with me to the contracts, to take the contracts out of town and all that. But the children here, they were growing to the point where I'm like, you can't not be here. So put that on the back burner and start working online, right? So I'm work from home and I'm able to, that's why I be telling y'all, I wake up at 2 a.m. every day and I'm in here working on 2 computers like a DJ with 2 turntables and a microphone, and I'm in here hustle until boom, okay, it's time to do Morning Thoughts Live. I'm cut on what time we're gonna do it this morning, 6 o'clock, 7, 8:30. And back to this. You gotta do what you gotta do to be there for your children, right? I want to chase my ambitions. I want to be in my field. Just me not being at a facility, being in my field. I'm leaving like $100,000 a year on the table added to my income that I could just simply say yes to a contract, shave off all this, get back in my scrubs and get back to it. I still have to lay down and practice in my mind so I stay fresh, like how to write inpatient notes. And so you stay fresh with the different documentation systems and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? It's a hustle. It's a mental hustle. But you do it. You do it. So the sacrifice, you make them because that's what you have to do. Now, I'm not too much into the excuses kind of thing either when it comes to your children. That's why I was saying earlier, if he is being hindered, prevented, because I've seen women go way out of their way to make sure that that man is not there for them children and then blame him for being an absentee dad. Nobody is going way out of their way to make sure I'm not there. So I have no excuse. So I do everything in my power to make sure that I am super present, not just present, super present in my kids' life. And I told them too, I said, none of you are going to grow up and have an excuse where you're like, oh, I failed because my dad wasn't there. That will never be your excuse. You might have to go find another one, but that won't be it. See it? No excuses. Yeah. All right. I love parents who cooperate healthy for the good of their kids. Absolutely. At the end of the day, it's not about you. It's about the children. Some people get wrapped up in it like it's about them and their feelings, right? It's about the children. It's about the children. There was a meme that, not a meme, but a story that went up last week where it says Michael Jordan collects $400 million per year. This is passive income for him. $400 million per year annually, just because of a deal that was structured through Nike that his mom spearheaded that deal. And somebody jumped up and said, listen to your mom, kids. Because of his mother, he's the best basketball player there ever was. And I corrected that. I said, because of his father, he's the best basketball player there ever was. See, I've been around. Michael Jordan at one point when he was playing, he was really strong on the right side, but every time he passed the ball to his left side, he would lose the ball. So he wasn't ambidextrous with playing. His dad said, if you're going to be a really good basketball player, you got to be able to handle the ball on both sides, right? So he used to actually put Michael Jordan to sit in the back seat of the car, and he would slide from side to side. So he would be dribbling out the window while the car is moving with his non-dominant hand in order to strengthen that side of him. Now, this is a father that's super involved. This is what you want to do? I'm going to develop you to the best of your abilities. And then he'll slide to the right, open that window, dribble through that side, and he would speed up the car so he could dribble faster. and Michael became super dominant on both sides. And that was a marker for him where you would hear people say, damn, nobody could guard him. And somebody would say, well, go to his left. And they're like, he doesn't have a weak side. He's strong on the left just as much as he is on the right. So I said, listening to his dad made him become the greatest basketball player there is. Listening to his mom made him become financially wealthy for the rest of his life and for generations to come. The apex of the story is when two parents are in it with the child's best interest at heart, greatness is not far behind. If you go look at that comment got hundreds and hundreds of views. There are a lot of people under the comment are like, thank you for putting it that way. This is, you hit the nail on the head, you know? So it wasn't, and again, it's back to what we started out talking about, because people were like, yeah, thank his mom, because she made him the greatest ever. His mama didn't know nothing about basketball. She didn't have nothing to do with basketball, but she was a very smart woman, and she made sure that her son wasn't taken advantage of, and that he got to eat for the rest of his life off of those contracts. She didn't know that that was going to get that big. She just knew that she didn't want him to be exploited. And whatever money they were going to make, Michael deserved a cut. Now, if you could structure a deal where even if he wastes all his NBA money, there will still be some checks coming for his later days after he's done with basketball. That's a mom that was truly involved and was thinking way ahead. And they agreed, and he signed, and now super wealthy, as well as in the history books. That took a mom and dad effort. That took teamwork. That teamwork makes the dream work. There you go. That's what that was. So that's my kind of ideology. You know what I mean? And like the caller said earlier, even if you are not with that parent anymore, still do your best to be there for the child or children and work with them, so that, because it's in the interest of the children. It's in the interest of the children, and I have nothing to do with you. I would even go a step further to say like this: if y'all have separated and your children must now see you not be together and get with somebody else and move on, you have to even compensate that. You have to be more accommodating. Because remember, they're still children and they haven't processed this whole thing out. Not like you, the relationship that done, moving on. You've done it before. This ain't the first time you broke up and moved on to another relationship. Your children ain't never lost their parents going separate ways before and witnessing them having rebuild with somebody else and all that. So you have to even overcompensate in some areas to make sure instead of picking them, all right, you know? But we put in the work in, man, and I encourage everybody to put that same work in too. Teamwork make the dream work, and it's never about you. It's always about them children. That way. With that said, well, we're moving to our another topic now. I want to save not the Andre 3000. I don't know why I'm thinking about rap music. And sorry, Miss Jackson, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Remember the part where he said, I'll be there on the first day of school and graduation? That always stuck in my mind. I'll be there on the first day of school and graduation. And I say, I'm going to run, for take my picnic and go to school, because I love doing it. I want them to remember that. Daddy dropped me to school. Daddy picked me up from school. These are things that you can't redo. Once the time is past to do it, it passed. And whoever was doing it, that's who is in their memory. You know what I mean? It's all about the children. All about the children. Obligations need meeting on both sides. That should always be that's it. Right. All right. Let's talk about this. Something kind of different over here. Let's talk about, this one's going to be short. We're not going to stretch it too long because I really want to get into the into the Andrew Holness thing is where I really want to get. But before we do that, let's talk about Donald Trump and two things. One, Donald Trump and his decision about, I don't know if y'all heard the president say that he is planning on permanently pausing immigration from third world countries. Permanently pausing. Me not too bright, but permanently pausing. That sounds kind of like oxymoronic. Permanently. How do you pause something permanently? The word pause itself is temporary. It signifies temporary. A comma is a pause in a sentence. You pause it permanently. Anyways, I've been following this all weekend, and this is what's going on. Because remember, I know we come from the immigrant community. I know some want to reach foreign and feel like, say, you get your green card, or no, you have your citizenship now, so you're no longer a part of the the immigrant community. You are different, right? We are a part of the immigrant community. So when anything happens, we're on top of it, okay? Now, this is what has happened so far over the weekend. First, the news came out that Donald Trump says he will permanently pause immigration from third world countries. And you know, when he said that, of course, what had happened was 2 National Guard soldiers had got shot in DC. And I thought, damn, why third world countries immigration, and why are we taking the hit for that? They had somebody in custody already. They pretty much understood what was going on. Why is everybody being punished now? Then I heard that this individual is not just any regular individual. He had actually worked with the 3-letter people, you know, the F to the and the C to the A. Them people there, he has actually worked with them before closely. And I thought, okay. So keep following it, so I'm up to speed when I start speaking about it this morning. He has not permanently paused immigration from third world country yet, but what they have done is they have made a decision to stop all asylum decisions for the foreseeable future. And that's what's popping right now. To stop all asylum decisions. So anybody who was out there who filed to adjust their status in the US and who was seeking asylum in the US, many of our Jamaicans who came through the border when it was opened back under Biden, they actually, enough of them filed under asylum status. Some file under asylum status, so them a Batman and them a runner from Jamaica cause it's hostile environment. These aren't my words. You've seen the video. Back in other videos we've played, there was a group of them that came across, and they actually came across, and when they arrived in the US, they actually all went and put on makeup and hair and wig and everything and got dressed up in tight dresses, and they said, "Thank you, America, for letting us in." You know, them boys crack already. We're here, right? Some of them file under them something there. Others file under, I don't know, their political persecution, domestic violence, and whatever else is out there to file under. Well, now the Trump administration has announced officially that it is halting all asylum decisions in the wake of the National Guard shooting in Washington, D.C., according to a senior immigration official. Joseph Edlow, the director of U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, said in a post on X on Friday that asylum decisions would be paused until we can ensure that every alien is vetted and screened to the maximum degree possible. Because the person who did that shooting was vetted and screened, and they thought it was to the maximum degree possible, and he was let into the country and he was given proper papers to be here. The announcement came as charges against the man who is accused of shooting 2 National Guard members have been upgraded to first-degree murder for one of the soldiers who died. The U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia announced on Friday, while investigators continue to seek a motive. This guy He has no idea what's about to happen to him. Just a little insight for y'all. Is a special place that they take these type of people. When, like, I want you to go look up where is the shoe bomber today. His name was Richard something. He was the one who caused everybody. He gave birth to TSA the way how TSA is now, where you have to take off your shoes and all this other stuff because of him. He had shoes. He had a explosive device rigged into a pair of shoes and went through the airport, got in the airplane, and was trying to detonate it, and the whole system changed. I want you to go look up where he is now, and then they will tell you the name of that prison. And then I want you to watch the documentary on how stuff is ran in that prison. You are going to go insane in there. It's like that is their goal without being their goal. You're going to lose your mind in there. So this guy, he not even know what him just do. He just signed up for a lifetime of torture and don't even know it. Right? So Specialist Sarah Beckstrom, 20 years old, and Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf, 24 years old, they were hospitalized in critical condition after a Wednesday afternoon shooting near the White House. Donald Trump said on Thursday evening that Beckstrom has died. That's the 20-year-old Sarah. She was a specialist. U.S. Attorney Janine Pirro's office said the charges against, here is his name, don't mind if I butcher it a little bit. His name is Ramanullah Lakanwal. Ramanullah Lakanwal. He's 29 years old, from Afghan nationality, and he worked with the C to the I and then the A at the end of that during the Afghanistan war. Now included is 1 count of first-degree murder and 2 counts of assault with intent to kill while armed. Beckstrom and Wolf, those 2 soldiers, they were deployed with the West Virginia National Guard as part of Trump's crime-fighting mission that federalized the DC police force. They were what we call, in a fun, joking way, National Guard, full-time soldiers. We make jokes about them and we call them nasty girls. And we say stuff like, they only meet up every once in a while. They play soldiers. But they're still soldiers, though. And it's messed up that they got killed on American soil, carrying out duties that were put there by their president, following those orders. They didn't get killed overseas on a mission, a real-world deployment, we would call it. They got killed at home. They got deployed from their home city to this strange city, right? The president also had deployed or tried to deploy National Guard members to other cities to assist with their mass deportation efforts, has faced court challenges. Donald Trump called the shooting a terrorist attack, and he criticized the Biden administration for enabling Afghans who worked with U.S. forces during the Afghanistan war to enter the United States of America. But this guy was approved under Trump, though. He came in under Biden, but he was approved under Trump. Trump said that he wants to permanently pause migration from poorer nations and expel. See this? As soon as you say certain words, just know. And expel millions of immigrants from the country. Right. In an interview on Fox News, Pirro said that there were many charges to come beyond the upgraded murder charge. She said that her heart went out to the family of Beckstrom, who volunteered to serve and ended up being shot ambush style on the cold streets of Washington, D.C. Pirro said officials have been working around the clock to determine the suspect's motive. Investigation Oh, wow. All right, if you can hear me right now, put a 1 on the screen real quick. Remember when we couldn't save the live then when then go down? They have to start over.
All the way over.
If you could, okay, lots of 1s on the screen, lots of 1s on the screen. Okay, we're feeling good. Okay, so this is what we're about to do, right? You see the topic that we was talking about just now? You see the topic we have talked about just now? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family. How you doing?
I'm good.
Talk to winner. You're live on the air. What go on?
Yeah, what I'm trying to say,
Hmm.
this person that did this man that shot the two guards.
Okay. Yeah, no, we're gonna leave that topic alone.
I was going to say he's crazy because he wouldn't mind his own business, leave from so far, and has hurt so many people now. That's all I'll say.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna leave that topic there alone because y'all all know what we're thinking. I'm thinking we should leave the other one alone too. But just so you understand what's going on the Trump Maduro situation in Venezuela, because of course it's affecting. I mean, they're out in Caribbean waters, right? So if war break out right now, it's gonna be involving the Caribbean. Donald Trump having Maduro, and he's going to have to leave. President Trump delivered a stern ultimatum to Nicolas Maduro to leave Venezuela immediately before announcing that the country's airspace should be closed. That kind of tells me that anything that flies over that is going to be probably shot out of the air. Usually, we lock down airspace before we go in on the ground. That means we can't be attacked from above, and we have superiority over our people who are on the ground. Remember, Trump said not too long ago that ground invasion might be the next move. Well, this is it, sir. So let me just give you this piece of information, drop it off, and we're going to get right into some Donald Trump stuff or some Jamaican stuff. Let me say this though, because people have always said, you see, you're afraid to talk about what going on in America and call up Trump name, but every minute you call up Andrew name. It's not a matter of afraid. It's a matter of what happens when you do. Like, we lose the whole life when we do. And it does not really has a more has to do with system place. See again? Right. So Washington's warning was delivered in a phone call to Caracas and offered guaranteed evacuation for Maduro, for his wife, Celia Flores, and for their son. Basically, big dog's in town, and big dog is saying, you need to go. And we're going to guarantee you one pass to get the hell up out of here. Take your wife with you, your son with you, and we guarantee you a pass. But only if you agree to resign on the spot. This is gangster. This is gangster. Imagine somebody come kick your house door off. Bow! And they like, yo, sign over the house deed. See? So the conversation stalled when officials said that within hours, Washington had escalated dramatically. Maduro is basically trying to negotiate his way out. They asked to retain control of the armed forces, similar to what happened in Nicaragua in 1991, with Violeta Chamorro. In return, they would allow free elections to happen there. America is like, nah. The final issue was timing, according to the outlet, as Washington demanded that Maduro resign immediately, but Caracas refused. Donald Trump then went on to announce on Saturday that Venezuela's airspace would be considered closed in its entirety. The Miami Herald also reported that Maduro's government tried to schedule another phone call, trying to reach out to Washington again to see if they could talk more about this, but they received no response. What's said is said. Get with it, get moving, or get ran over. According to a defense expert familiar with the country's military and state-linked cartel ties, Maduro is a key player in his regime and could now face their most serious threats yet. I think the operations will start, he said. I think the operations will start immediately. The clearing of the airspace is an indication and a very clear public warning that missiles might be coming to take out command and control infrastructures in or retaliatory infrastructures. This will not be like breaking a jar into 1,000 pieces. This is where you can lift the concentration of power and it's easier to manage. The target has been identified through covert operations over the last several years by people on the ground. So they're well mapped. This is a capture or kill scenario, but there's a limit to how many people you can remove quickly. On Sunday, President Trump told reporters aboard Air Force One not to read anything into his declaring Venezuela's airspace closed when asked if a strike was imminent. Maduro also doesn't have that many options, and his military is very weak, the person said. You can't go after 30 people simultaneously. You are spread all around, but certainly high on the list would be Maduro himself. Venezuela armed forces, once among Latin America's strongest, have now been weakened by years of corruption, sanctions, defection, and lack of maintenance, and much of its equipment, Newman said, has never even been serviced. Their material is extremely old, decayed, and has not been serviced. They've got junk from the Russians, the stuff they originally had from the Americans, in decades old and has not been serviced either. So they have neither the personnel nor the foreign support nor the material basically to go up against the United States of America. Ahead of the shutting of the airspace, the U.S. also officially designated the cartel allegedly linked with Venezuela's government, the Cartel de los Soles, as a foreign terrorist organization. This cartel turned Venezuela's main oil company into a narcotics trafficking money laundering operation, using the company's access to international finance until it was sanctioned. They also said Newman, who has worked with governments on countering transnational criminal organizations linked to the group, explained they were using Venezuela's military jet to bring cocaine from Colombia, process the coke in Venezuela, and then move it into Central America and then into Europe, again, using Venezuela's military jets. The jet pilots are making a lot of money for that, and they have tortured people. They target people. Anybody who tells on them, they're disappeared. They're now one of the prime drug trafficking networks into the United States and Europe, and they use their military positions, including their military-to-military relations, to grow and accelerate those movements. In fact, in September of 2025, the European Parliament also voted in favor of the EU designating cartels De Las Soles as a terrorist organization as well. The De Los Soles cartel is only a key collaborator and financier. They are also a key collaborator and a financier of Hezbollah. And some of the drug money has been used to fund terrorist attacks that have killed American citizens, even in the Middle East, Newman said, CEO of Asymmetric Group, which specializes in defense corporations. The U.S. has also ramped up its military presence and intelligence campaign, targeting drug trafficking networks like the Venezuelans, including strikes on suspected narcotics boats. We'll soon reach the end. The decision is President Trump's, whether he wants to go in or not, because when he says go, we go. And nobody knows when he'll say that. He was mobilized. He has mobilized so many assets already down there, which is all you've seen in the Caribbean Sea already, right? But what President Trump is doing now is long overdue. The timing is right now, she said, because even Maduro's biggest backer, Russia and Iran, are both on the back foot, and China will not go that far in backing Maduro, as it has bigger and broader interests throughout the region. Crazy thing. I just said this morning. I was like, people were talking greasy. Remember when I said if the US escalate this thing, they don't have the wherewithal to handle what the US would be bringing to the fight? And some people were like, foolishness you talk SouFLo, because Russia and China and Iran, them back Venezuela. Joke you talk. Now this is last minute. Russia, Iran, and China seems to have backed out and left Venezuela stranded. They're like, I don't know if we really want to go all toe-to-toe with the US right now. So you're gonna have to fight this one out on your own. We got your back, but it's like way back over here back kind of thing. She also noted that Maduro is also weakened because his partners are weakened and have their own issues to deal with at this time, and that we also now have a concentration of power and deep repression within the country that's quite ununified, which means it's easy to flip that country. Maduro has been told that he needs to leave now, and he gets one chance to do it and resign on his way out the door. That's it. So we'll stay close to that story to see what go on this up. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen, right? Maduro looks like he's ready to leave, but he's trying to negotiate conditions on his way out the door. He's also scared because he thinks they're just trying to flush him out. Remember, there was a bounty on his head for like $50 million before. So he thinks they're trying to flush him out, and then when he gets out to try to leave, he'll probably get executed or something. So he's trying to make all these deals on the way out the door, and America is not talking to him no more. They're like, listen, leave. Sign those papers, resign, and get up out of here. And that's where it's at with them. So we'll see how this one turns out. I think this is my prediction. I think they're going to put hands on him. I think he's going to be dragged in front of the media. I think we're going to see Maduro physically in handcuffs. He's not going to get to just disappear off into the sunset. That's what I think the outcome is going to be. Unless he actually leaves now with no strings attached. But I don't think he can do that. So we'll see how this plays out. But just know that that's what's going on right now. Right? All right. Enough of that. Because I see the screen keep doing this dancing stuff, and people in the comment section is like, all right, man, don't know. Don't know. Go to something else now. Sometimes we have technical difficulties, fam. We can't too run from we topic them like that. You know, I know we're supposed to skillfully navigate this, but you don't want to be in a place where there are things that you absolutely just cannot mention even. So we'll find a way to skillfully say what's going on, because this is a platform where not only some entertainment comes with it, but also I like to keep people up to date on what is happening, current events that affect us, that are going on around us. So everybody leave here smart. I'm not feeling like you don't know what's going on in the world. All right. Our prime minister now. Let's travel down to Jamaica now for some hoo-ha-ha. This guy, our prime minister, is something else. I don't know how people still back Andrew. And let me state my disclaimer before I go in this morning. There's a couple of things here. I saw Andrew Holness in Accompong meeting with Chief Currie, and there's so much that I want to say out loud, that I am going to say out loud. But let's start off with what he said this weekend, right? Some of you might have missed it. You know, the hurricane passed in Jamaica, lit down a whole bunch of people's house, people livelihoods affected. Who was a farmer with 20 cow, them 20 cow dead? Who was a farmer with 40 donkey and 10 mule, the whole of the livestock dead off? Who did have 500 chicken them dead, are them wondering about the place because them can't afford to feed them. There's all kinds of stuff going on. People are displaced. Our prime minister now get up for say that, you know, it's become like a social media thing. Hold on there. Let me see if I can go back in and get to him I say. This is what he said about it. Okay.
Many pictures of persons giving out packages, and it is becoming almost the instinct now on social media. Everybody's giving out a package. No, I think in the initial days it's necessary, but I'm also very concerned about the dignity of our people. You know,
it was much longer
I
than
see
that.
so many pictures of persons giving out packages, and it is becoming almost the instinct now on social media. Everybody's giving out a package. No, I think in the initial days it's necessary, but I'm also very concerned about the dignity of our people. You know,
also very concerned about the dignity of our people. That drip up a lot of people over the weekend, because the prime minister was saying that, he went on to say that the people them who is giving out packages, if you're going to give packages to people, or just to people who need it, then you know, if you video it and put it on social media, man, right? He said, you just put it to the side, like, you know, you do it, you just do it, but you don't show it. It's as if you're compromising those people's dignity. And he's trying to remind Jamaican people that you are dignified people. And those of us who are giving out care packages out there, we should help the people to hold on to their dignity. Y'all remember Prime Minister Andrew Holness calling Ramesh, him and Ramesh meet, right? Remember when I said Ramesh is a corporate entity, or he does business with corporate. So corporate people can't talk like how me talk. I'll give y'all a fun fact. I reached out to quite a few of these places to do some work, some promotional work, right? This is called freelancing. So may I look for some promotional work to work with Grace Kennedy or any of those others who sell stuff in our diaspora, because our platform has grown to where if me did do I don't know, cook some white rice and a tin of mackerel or something, and I would say, you know, this brand, and we use this all the time, or whatever the case may be. I don't know how commercial thing go already, and get a check from that, so on and so forth. Not one of them responded. So you have to play the game in order to be accepted. Now, I already said it. I don't hold anything against Ramesh because how a man feed him family, you can't really tell him, say, stop feeding family, so. Because if him stop feeding family, so you're not going to feed them. But just understand, though, that things that I'm able to say, because I'm not connected to anybody, people like him can't say it. It all makes sense now. When Andrew Holness said, you have the people on camera, like you show them face while you're giving them a care package and stuff, and it's like, taking away their dignity, and we should try to help them to preserve their dignity. The next thing I noticed was this. Remember, Ramesh was the biggest giver out of all of this, most visibly on the ground. Ramesh go hook up sound system, play music for the people them, saying he's taking their mind off of stuff and giving them a joyful day while handing out care packages to them, and everybody are nice up, enjoy themselves, play a domino, this, that, and the other. The camera is everywhere in everybody's face. After that meeting with Andrew Holness, don't you all notice he never put up another video again? Oh, no, notice that. After that meeting with Andrew Holness, Ramesh never put up another video again of him out in the streets. One of the videos that stood out to me, Ramesh was the one that wrote the caption on the video, or whoever runs his account. And I read it right here. And he was being raw honest. And he said, I went to this place in Westmoreland, and he said the name of the place. And he said something like, this is really bad because these people have not gotten any help since the storm. And this was almost 4 weeks into, 3 weeks after the storm. And then boom, Andrew called him in for meeting. And when he called him in for meeting, you saw how he was on camera, big up some people, thank some people, and he act like that. But behind the scenes, it was, help me to preserve these people dignity. It don't look good, man. It don't look good. Handing out these care package. Ramesh never post another rotted video of him handing out stuff after that. He's probably still out there handing out stuff, but he's no longer showing that he's handing out stuff. Another thing I noticed was yesterday, Mr. Wait, how long I saw a new video of Ramesh update the people them? Boom. I went and looked at his thing. Guess what I saw? Latest picture, not video, picture. And in the picture, he blurred out all the civilians' faces. He blurred out the whole of the people in face. The conversation with the Prime Minister about the people, them dignity, is like, if you give them something, give them it, man, but not put no video upon them. That's manipulative as hell. But hold on. Some people are following him. Them start quote our Bible verses now. May I tell you, some of the Jamaican people, them sick, I see a brother quote Bible verse, and I said to him, if you're going to quote that Bible verse, then you better follow the other one too, that says a man that lay with a man the same way him lay with a woman should be put to death. So that means if you get up and go start kill out the whole of the bottom man them around the place. Not only that, I say you better be rotted obedient to your earthly master slave, because it's in that same book that too. So you just conveniently pick out the part them that suit uno. Them find Bible verse for suit Andrew. When you are giving, don't let your right hand know what your left hand doing. And me don't know what verse that is in the Bible. Me forget how, but it's in there for real. And what is wrong with the Prime Minister saying that? He's talking about the people's dignity and preserving their dignity. I don't see anything wrong with that. And yes, man, some of them are get too much, man. Them out a road, them a give out the stuff to the people them, and them have camera in everybody's face. And them have to show every time them give out one little something, yes so and this so. Every day them get up and create content, just a give out stuff. I thought it was important for me to address that here. Let me give you an example. I keep on telling people on my platform to send money to Andre Stevens, because that's who I have chosen to work with. I also tell the people them say, You can give to whoever else you choose to give to. I just find Andre to be genuine, and I want the people who are actually in need of help to get the actual help, because Andre is actually going to the people and giving them help and giving us proof that he's doing it. So when the Prime Minister set up the people, them now and tell them about stop video because it don't look good. And it coming like a thing on social media now where everybody is giving out a package and videoing it and posting it and giving out a package and it don't look good. We appreciate them posting when they're giving the stuff out. Because the last thing I would want to do is direct a platform to send money in this direction and the people are being scammed. When the people are able to see that their donations are going somewhere, then hold on, they're live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning. Hello? If you have a call. Don't be afraid. I don't bite. When the people are able to see where their money is going, where their donations are going, they feel like they can give more. They feel like, okay, yes. Remember, I said to the audience, I said, we are not all of us can't be there boots on the ground in Jamaica, even though our heart is, and in our minds, we really would want to be there in it, helping people rebuild and stuff, but you can play your role all the same. Give a $5, $2, $1, $20, whatever you can afford to give. Every mickle make a muckle, but make sure you give to somebody who actually go do the work. So when we see people like Andre Stevens doing the work, and them people that we say forgive, they are basically meeting the people's demand, because the people who are giving want to see Mr. Prime Minister who want to give but only want himself to be seen, or Mr. Prime Minister who don't want to give but want to mislead everybody into thinking that he's giving. Let me show you the science back of this now. You see, if Andrew get everybody to stop videotape when they're giving, he can jump in there and say he was giving too, when he never did give nothing. But because we are able to pinpoint who is giving and him is not none of them, the world is starting to say, damn, if it weren't for all these charity organizations and Jamaicans locally who hit the ground begging and running and setting up GoFundMes and collecting money and doing stuff for their people, your people would have been messed up. What are you doing, sir? The world is starting to see it, and it's starting to make him look really bad. So I don't want to see nobody I give no more all over social media. But he had to figure out how to coin it, how to phrase it, how to use it in a manipulative way, but how to also keep his minions with him. So I'm going to talk about dignity now. Let me tell you something, right? When you have your dig hole for doodoo in her, when the place stink a dead animal, when you're hungry and rotted, when where you're sleeping is super uncomfortable because the fly them and the mosquito them are zinging at your ears, dignity starts to go out the window. I don't want to see anybody running for packages, and it make Jamaica look bad. That's what he said. Yeah, when the big rat them are skill archie all over you. This man says dignity. One thing you should know about me, not afraid of nobody. I think too many of y'all have this man thinking that everybody afraid of him like Uno. Now it gone to him head, and now him really believes nobody, him not afraid of nobody and everybody afraid of him. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo, me again.
Yeah, family, talk to her now.
One to when I give the people them coupon.
Hold on now.
The people,
Hold on. You see my give out coupon?
so him say one give out coupon.
Him one give out coupon, him not give out none yet. But
But the people that live out a door and a tree.
And zinc
And him want them have dignity, living on a tree, can't wash your body, can't drink water.
they must now travel to the location where he's going to stock the food to get their meals or their help what they need. But hold on now, hear the part here. Yesterday when Andrew Holness, right after him say him no want see it because he no look good, everybody that on social media give out stuff. You know, say him go up Accompong go meet Chief Currie. You see?
Yeah.
And him bring one Starlink something and one generator with him, right?
Yeah.
And the first thing him do, I take picture of it and put it on social media. And say
Yeah,
I went to
him to do that, but nobody else
mustn't do it.
Yeah.
Him to do it, but nobody else mustn't do it. Because he wants everybody to believe that he's the only one who is giving out stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But make them go and worship them idol, because that's idolatry. When them are doing, him tell them to do. That's idolatry.
It's crazy.
And them are call him bro God. That's idolatry if you call a man bro God. Yep.
And gangster name that. Government
Where
badness
would I
themselves.
gangster? Bro God.
Government badness themselves. Him are the real Danbo the place.
The real bro God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let Jamaicans them stay there. And them are going to put him in again. This time I'm going to spit on them.
No, I'm going to make them put him in again. This is a strategy. That's what I tell everybody. The strategy is playing out right in front of us. He's going to make them put him in again, or I'm going to take it again.
But you know the funniest thing, these people, they will curse you, and then it's people abroad making Jamaica have money, and they will curse you and say all kind of evil against you. And when you go there, they will say you're a foreigner, but you are born there, and they will say all kind of shit about you. Yeah, the same people.
You know, most of the people them that support him that is online cursing you out when you're trying to get some help for those who don't have anything. Them people there are doing it from a nice, comfortable location, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not affected. They're not affected.
Selfish people that don't like nobody else.
Wicked man.
So, yeah, so I'm going to give somebody else the platform.
All right.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Listen, you're damn right. I like people who call out the wrong without being biased. Going to bell this. Listen. Let me show you something. That man said it coming like a thing on social media now. Everybody giving out packages and you know them a take picture and videotaping it and putting it on social media. So one time the man go to Chief Currie yesterday now. The first thing him do was videotape that he was given a generator and a package. Hold on the caller. I forget this off of my mind. A generator and a Starlink something. And he said exactly what he brought with him. Now, I'm going to say this, right? Big up to Chief Currie. Because Chief Currie is what you call stuck between a rock and a hard place. Because Chief Currie must govern in a way where it doesn't sabotage his people getting help that they need, right? So if him did take all a hard stance like me now, like a situation happened up there that I'm going to show you on video. So if Chief Currie took a hard stance like I would, down the road, it could be used against him and the people wouldn't get the help that they need, right? They came on short notice. Big disrespect. Big disrespect. That tells them not rate you. They showed up on short notice, Chief Currie said, but me and my team were still able to meet with them and accommodate. I guess they were in the area doing whatever else they were doing, and them just pick up them phone and say, yo, Currie, yeah, we are stop up at your place, you know. So you could imagine now the preparations, like, okay, let's get this in order because the Prime Minister said I'm coming up the hill in like 30 minutes and Ray. No pre-warning, no nothing. Disrespect. You show up over a month after the hurricane with one generator and a Starlink device. And you know that up there, so, is a whole set of people live up there, so. One generator, a Starlink device, and you post it so everybody can see it. And you want to see him stand up. Him stand up happy in front of the one generator where him bring to. One generator. Listen, Mr. Prime Minister, you realize that the Maroon people were 100 miles ahead of you. They were clearing their own roads. They got their own Starlink stuff going. Because I remember Chief Currie driving around like right after the hurricane. Chief Currie is dealing with the people them as if they are his people, like an extension of my family. The man literally a drive around, right? And a stop and make sure say he set up points where people can come charge them devices and reach out to them family. Cause I remember saying after the hurricane blow, a whole heap of people overseas where I say, yo, I haven't heard from my mom. And she live up in that area there. I haven't heard from her in 3 days. Me don't know if she underwater. Me don't know if she dead. Them said dead body a pile up. People worried. So the first thing Chief Currie was like, get these people up and running so them can reach out to them family members, make sure them know say okay, them okay and ray. They were doing all this with no help from our Prime Minister. Our Prime Minister, you would think he would say, damn, I wonder how the people them up at Accompong holding on. Because the videos I've seen, those houses are badly damaged. I wonder if them have anybody up there with dead. I wonder if them have anybody up there when need emergency medical attention. Nothing. They were left on their own. Chief Currie have to hold that, you know. I have to hold that. Remember when I told you all I saw them out there in the nighttime clearing the roads? And me I say, yo, Chief Currie them out there in the nighttime I run all saw. And I chop down stuff and clear out the road. And remember when the volunteer group of people who came into the country who were looking for people to help out and search and rescue, them say somebody told us that a lot of people live up here on this hill. I never even knew about you guys. These are a sovereign people. They're called the Maroons. And him talk like he never heard of the Maroons before. And he was like, yeah, them tell me say the community is marooned off and you can't access the roads. But when we drove up here, we had no problem getting up here because the roads weren't blocked. And Chief Currie said, yeah, because we cleared those roads already. So them never depend upon Andrew to come clear road for them, to give them food package or none of that. It was Chief Currie reaching out to the people reaching out back to him, and him doing him own thing. If it did left up to Andrew Holness, you see, the people them up at Accompong would have dog nyam them supper. So to see the Prime Minister show up there a month after the hurricane blow with one generator and a Starlink device, that was funny as shit to me. And you know, it's only because he's being called out. And then Chief Currie now has to play politics. Chief Currie can't say the things them when me I say because he have to play the politics. Because Andrew Holness is obviously the kind of person where if you don't lick him boot them, you can't get some help from him. Chief Currie have to go, be willing to lick him boot them so he can get some help from people them. That's what great leaders do. They put their self in the gap if it means betterment for their people. Yeah. One of the things I noticed when he was up there, hold on there, we have some video up here, but we're going to play the little video clip them. Let me say this before I played some of the video clips. One of the things I noticed when Andrew Holness was talking to Chief Currie, him do this, right, that's all. Him do like this. Cross him two hand them, right? So, across him chest, so. Mind you, anyone I know who went to school, if you were at a university level, college level, you studied human behavior, human psychology, them teach about this. When somebody is talking to you, and you are talking to somebody, don't forget this. And you see the person go so, and do this, please don't think it's just this them I do. Exactly, Marvin. Exactly. This right here, it says in a nutshell, I don't really fuck with you like that. And I'm not really here for proper conversation with you either. So I could just run through the formalities so I can get my photo up and go about my business. This is, I don't really care what you're saying. I'm distancing myself and I'm putting up a shield. I don't know if him got school in the UK tuned in. Him could have buy the degree. We don't know. I don't know if him went to school, but if he did, good for him. And he might have forgotten. Or him never take the subject there. I don't know. But I'm watching the body language and everything. Now, hold on there. We could play some of them here. Let's see. If we could pull up. Because we load up some stuff this morning. Let's turn up the sound on these videos. Okay, sound is up. Let's see if we can play a couple of these. All right, I have two. Here's the first one.
Eternal Father, Father, bless our land. I pray you guide us with your mighty hand. Pray you keep us and protect us. Lead us into brighter days. Oh, we will walk by faith and not by sight. I pray you be our light in darkest night. Never leave us or forsake us. So lead us into.
That is the man arriving, right? Proudly with him generator. You see how I'm still up around the generator and cameras everywhere. And he then posted it to his own site saying, I visited the Maroons today. And I brought, that's how it start out, him statement start out. I visited the Maroons in Accompong today, and I brought them a generator and a Starlink device. The same man who just said yesterday, him say people are give, and I take picture and video and I post them on social media. And it's the same exact thing he went and did.
This morning that will be visited by the Prime Minister under the Holness. So we are standing here at the primary school gathering ourselves to discuss matters of importance as it relates to community development and recovery after the hurricane which just passed. So the Full Maroon Council as well as Office of the Chief has already been corroborating a lot of this data, and we intend to work in a collaborative way to bring the necessary assistance that is needed to those who are critically in need of that assistance. So we continue to await his arrival, and also the Minister of Culture, Babsy Grange. So it's been a while, and we actually have the opportunity to meet officially in their presence today. So I think it's a special day and one that will mark perhaps a new chapter in the relationship moving forward.
All right. He has to deal with them with dignity. He has to deal with them in a way where it feels like them are running the show, and him not really have nothing. Like him have to bow down a little bit. Them say, why? Here's one of the videos that wasn't up there. I didn't get to save this one. So you have to go watch that one here on phone. But watch this. All kind of disrespect going yesterday. Watch this.
Sir, the chief and his security. The chief and his security. And his security. And his security.
Watch it up.
Who called to that? I'm going to send the chief. Excuse me. The chief is calling me. Excuse me. I'm going to send that chief. Just relax. Hey.
I'm going to go pull it up.
The chief and his security, sir. The chief and his security. And his security. And his
For those of you who are lost in what's happening here, so Andrew Holness shows up, right, on short notice. He shows up. Of course, Chief Currie, being diplomatic, doing what he has to do for his people, he accommodates the visit. Andrew shows up with his security team. Andrew shows up with his security team. See? Chief Currie's security team is also there. I don't know if y'all realize one of Chief Currie's security, them grab him in his neck up here. So this is a tactic that we use, right? So let me take this comment off my screen so you can see. Them grab him in his neck and use your own short shirt. Use your own short shirt, choke you. They did just that to him. They grabbed him, twist it, use him own short shirt, choke him, and was dragging him. And the woman that you hear speaking, she was trying to get to the chief. But Andrew security them surrounded Chief Currie, including being behind him. Now, if I came to visit you, right, and I'm a person who is thought to be somebody of importance, and I move with a security team as well, should it not be that your security team is around you over there, sir, and my security team is behind me, around me over here, sir, and we both face off in the middle and have our conversations, if that's what it's going to be, right? That's the proper way. Why was Chief Currie surrounded by Andrew Holness' security team, and Chief Currie's security team was locked out of that circle they formed around him? That is why they started trying to get back in there, because she was like, I'm going to my chief. I'm going to my chief. And you hear, hey, calm down, man. Calm down. Behave yourself. Behave yourself. You see one of the man how he push her? He push her like him playing at the NFL in the USA football. Boom! Move her. Badness them come with. I'm going to come visit you on short notice. Watch how me I walk on through the narrative, you know. Don't get a boy the no notifications so we'll come. We have some business to handle down in that area. If we have time left, we probably can stop by there. But I really want to stop by the door, you know. All right, we wrap up business. Yeah, since we passed away, you know, so people don't see we already and say he was in the area, but them never stop. So maybe we go stop up there and turn it into a photo app. Yeah, one of the generator them left around there. Yeah, one of the Starlink something them. All right, we can get them that one to reach up there. Hello. Currie, yeah, we'll come up at your place. All right, sir. Yeah, we're about 20, 30 minutes out. All right, we're so reach. When them reach up there, hey, we're not playing no games when we go up there, because them people I feel like and them in for them own land. So security tight, everybody pan out, do what you have to do, blah, blah. And that's how they went up there with that kind of mannerism. We're stepping at them place with authority. I was telling wifey this morning, I said, when we went anywhere, I don't have to tell nobody, I'm the security. I'm the security. We show such force, you know that don't fuck up with nothing around there, so. Same thing happened right there, so. They basically went up there to look and see what them have going up there, and then also to show force. Like, you're not really nobody, dog. And this is your security. Yo, girl, move on, go back around there, so. Yeah, that was that. That was that. And I hope Chief Currie saw it too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to, they're grown people, some wouldn't even say instigate nothing, but that's just common sense. From me looking at that from a tactical standpoint, your security personnel should not be surrounding me from behind me. My head back wide open to them alone, and my security personnel don't have access to getting to me because you lock them out. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, morning, SouFLo. How you doing?
I'm good, family. How you doing?
Yeah, take it easy. We here to talk about Chief Currie. I'm asking a question. Who is Chief Currie?
Who is Chief Currie?
Yeah, I mean, I know who him be, but does the English crown recognize him, or nobody recognize him as being such a person, or is him a playhouse?
They absolutely recognize him. They were just here not too long ago.
Yeah?
Yeah, they absolutely recognize him.
Okay, so if they can recognize him, why Holness not recognize him?
These people have been a sovereign people since the 1700s. He is absolutely recognized.
But I don't understand. If such be the case, Holness I try small and I make him small then. It's like Holness go up there.
You have to be familiar with. You have to be familiar with the dialogue, brother, from long time, and it's not new. Chief Currie has been trying to speak to Holness for the longest. Holness basically has been ignoring him for the longest. If it wasn't for this hurricane, we mash up the place. Wouldn't see Holness to have a conversation with him. And as a leader of the Maroon people, Chief Currie is saying that we should be able to have dialogue, right? But Andrew said, no one chat to him. He'll chat to others, but not him. So it's something that's been going on.
Well, if such would be the case, though, to how Currie and the girl and the security team approach Andrew. Can you remember Andrew was the Prime Minister? You know?
He is.
There's certain level of respect, although I'm not in him and thing. But there's certain type of respect you have to give the Prime Minister. They can't push through people and go towards them. And I mean, it's security team.
Okay, but hold on. But before pushing through them, she was, if you look at their positioning on camera, she is directly behind her chief. She is not behind or beside the Prime Minister. And the Prime Minister has a whole lot more security personnel around him who are also obviously armed. So this woman pushing through, she was pushing through directly towards Chief Currie. And she is known as a part of his security team. And she made that plain to them that she's going to stand next to her chief. Just like how Andrew have team security them standing next to him.
Let me ask a question, right?
She wasn't pushing towards Andrew.
Let me ask a question, right? Me feel so because Andrew Holness is the Prime Minister, they don't have no right to hurt when him Currie. They like nothing if you put up your hand alone, make him security team stand close, and him just walk through to the crowd, identify himself, and go. Because look on it good. Nobody I go want no other person who would have gone go close to the Prime Minister when the Prime Minister don't recognize them coming in. You know what I mean? Because remember, Andrew wants to leave because say, look over there all now. In the one side talk to people, why him and others try to push through. So until they make eye contact and Andrew is holding his hand, then him can take time push him way through. But I'm feel say
okay, so
he approach it wrong.
So this is what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I discussed this with wife before we even got live this morning, because she helped me put the video clips them into the thing so we could play it on air. The way how this was set up, right?
Mm-hmm.
The way how this was set up, Chief Currie and Andrew Holness continued talking, even with all the melee that was going on behind them. They didn't break their conversation to even turn around to see what did happen. And I know that Chief Currie heard his security personnel's voice because she was loud enough, right?
Yeah.
So all it would have taken really, and I'm talking for even Chief Currie to hear, because everybody's not perfect, you know. And I don't know if Chief Currie being tactically trained or having any military background or anything like that. But this is right up my alley. So
yeah.
Chief Currie could have stopped his conversation with the Prime Minister and simply turned around to see what was going on. That's all. That's all would have been needed. And then he would have been able to say, hey, can you just have her come this way, please? And she can stand beside me. That's it. But the fact that he didn't respond, it caused them to do more to her and the other guy that she was with. Because he wasn't paying no attention to them. He wasn't saying nothing. He was lost in conversation with the Prime Minister. Now, the Prime Minister also equally could have done the same thing. Could have broke conversation with Chief Currie, could have looked over there and could have said, hey, if the Prime Minister didn't raise him hand and say, hey, all that would have settled down and stopped.
You know what he said happened? He said Andrew Holness and Steph Currie is like them don't like each other under everything, and then get nervous in front of each other, and then realize that a war must break out behind them. You know, you don't really want.
But you're absolutely right, though. You're absolutely right.
They get lost in each other's eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, but can't believe that he must stand up right there, so. And he can't believe that he must stand up right there, so. Yeah. But
so listen, you could go really bad, really fast, so we didn't see what's going on. Yeah, because the man could have pulling gun, and the brave think of pulling gun.
But you saw that was about to happen, right?
Yeah.
You see the man about to pull him gun though, right?
Yeah. Is this anyhow his Currie security detail? He just do something like putting him inside? No, I'm not sure that more than. Can I tell him?
Well, I don't think after seeing that, I can give you this right here. Chief Currie's security team weak.
Yeah.
In comparison to the prime, which in comparison to the Prime Minister's team. Let me not try to mince. Come here, try to think what he said perfectly. But frigate, me just gonna make it come out. Chief Currie's security team is weak in comparison to the Prime Minister's security team. I mean, it's the Prime Minister. So the Prime Minister obviously is going to have people who are skilled, highly trained, and somewhat aggressive when it comes to protecting him. It is the Prime Minister. You can imagine what the narrative would be if the Prime Minister went out somewhere, not just Accompong, but anywhere, and something happened to him, how that would have turned out. So he's the prize. He's the prize, right? So the security team have to be aggressive with protecting him and defending him. So I can understand her, like you said earlier, moving and I said, this is Chicago, and them start get boomy and like, no, because we have certain protocols, right? However, Chief Currie could have turned around and killed that in a second. Like, just allow her to come, and so could he have done that. But them want to test him security system to see what it look like.
Yeah.
And they were able to see that it is weak.
Yeah, I mean, there is no danger going towards the Prime Minister. So if you have a gun, I go close to the Prime Minister, you can't do that. You can't do that. You know what I mean? The authorities have all right to make sure.
Who had a gun? Who had a gun?
You think that the president and the soldier have a gun inside. That's what they have.
The person with the gun is a part of the Prime Minister's security team.
Oh.
The guy that now play the video one more time. I want to watch it closer. The guy that was about to pull the gun was a part of the Prime Minister's security team, and he was well doing his job. However, the Prime Minister or Chief Currie could have quelled that in a second, but none of them did.
The hombre where he had the bulletproof, brown bulletproof vest and the soldier suit.
He don't have no gun. He's a part of Chief Currie team. The one with them grab up in his neck, he's a part of Chief Currie team. He was trying to push through with her. Like, you know, come with me, sis. I'm going to lead the way. Or I'm right here with you. Make sure you get up there next to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to tell the truth, that's all now. Although we're not in the Andrew Holness, but I don't think them recognize Chief Currie also, is that they have no power. Right now, if the Prime Minister want to go in and lock up somebody
In
over
Accompong,
around town,
they can do it.
Exactly.
But the Prime Minister said that already, brother. The Prime Minister said under him don't recognize them. And that's where the beef is that he does not recognize them. But what he does not recognize doesn't mean that they are invalid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you want to say me not recognize that don't mean say it don't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like him not recognize them, and under him is only one Jamaica. So he don't care about.
One thing was I could have work the whole time. I realized something about Andrew Holness. I talked before on the program. So Andrew Holness is a wannabe, and I realized this is years ago. It's when it was coming to power and you have Obama, him tries to emulate Obama because Obama was this person who smile and talk intelligent. I say, Andrew Holness, I try repeat, try to, you know what I mean? I try to play like I say,
some of the mannerisms.
Yes, and then Mr. Trump coming up power. I'm asked the man at Trump now. Look closely. This is I want hombre. I want to be hombre where I admire certain leaders and then head my try beat them leaders. You know what I mean? He's not a person of himself. Like I said, me and me so believe not with a copy of the people. And that makes me think. What do you think about that?
Well, you know, there are a lot of people out here who are saying that he has taken on the mannerisms of this one here on this side, and
he did that to Obama too.
You saw that he did that to Obama too?
Yeah, it's like when my speaker, Obama mannerism, when my talk and in pastor, it's the same way, and it's not going back then a few years ago. I remember, you know, I mean, somebody that I'm gonna go and talk about Obama stuff. Is I'm telling you, Andrew Holness, he want to pretend that he might govern a first world country. And that is the reason why he act the way he act. You know, people feel beg for food, you know, people feel like certain hotels.
He doesn't want it to be seen. He doesn't want it to be seen.
You seen if he come.
Well, sir, him want to pretend that he govern one first world country.
Yes, him having him don't want to place where we go govern through Papa. And look like I said some African country where them say fly a picture. You know, one of them people, he want to look like I say him is big figure and govern a first world country. But the issue is party you have to do a good job so your people when storm blow they don't have to go and stuff because if they be active immediately, the people who do have to stop stuff. You know what I'm saying? So he must say no one certain things happen. But then he not do nothing. The people that did not that situation that you have to Africa say suffer. Because people suffer and suffer. If me suffer, I'm gonna see a truck come with food. Me run go there, you know.
Of course.
Back there, me say no. If I go one minute, yo, give me what?
You want to suffer with dignity, though, man.
A joke of that. You know what I mean?
The one time you suffer with some dignity. You have to dead for hungry with some dignity. Don't forget your dignity.
When I tell you, and the one himself.
Yeah.
And the one himself, if we lock him up in our house, I'm making it for 2 weeks. I'm gonna go there. What? Papa have to food, man. Him same man. So it's just a selfish man. Just an inhuman man who, if him not feel it, he not exist. If him not that country, I look on you in your eye, him not feel it. The man is we call it now. We call it a sociopath. We don't have emotion for the people, we call him.
Sociopath.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Man, a sociopath. He have a mental condition where he needs to check. The man not got empathy. As long as him the uptown, when he on TV, it's just a movie act. Him not realize, hey, pick the down there in a danger from leptospirosis, pick the down there gonna make hungry. I have to be a prime minister, and you're responsible for a country. And you do not make no urgency for one SouFLo. Right now, we respect a certain power. Come on down there so everybody good, you know what I mean?
Say it.
I don't understand. Even drinking water, umbre, tanks, zinc, what's much tanks at all, the black tank them. Why you not install some black tank over the country, full them with water, so people can run, go drink some water if they want. You know what I mean? Even that. No drinking water, and then you have a prime minister. So him feel embarrassed when he was with artists and stuff. Yeah. I help people. He feel bad. Come and say, yo, them boy has shown me up now. You know, look bad, look like and me do it. You know what I mean? That's the issue. He's a workless man, and see people who support him as some workless people. Them need to know, say, once to support somebody who neglect the hungry and the suffering, you is as bad as him, and you is just some workless set of people. That's all more percent, man. SouFLo.
All right, my brother. Manners.
Big up yourself.
Manners and respect.
Good.
See. Somehow you say, you not calling. The phone is here, right? You're not calling in, but when somebody call in and a talk, somebody just put somebody in a timeout. I love these features. I don't normally use them, but YouTube have them where we can use them. So the person who did I run off his mouth just now, Raleigh Irons or whoever that was, we put him in a 10-minute timeout. I can put you in 10 minutes timeout, 20 minutes timeout, 30 minutes timeout. I can block you from the channel altogether. I put him in a 10-minute timeout. He needs some time for chill. When you hear somebody else attack, you see, just don't say nothing, man. Go and go do something. Play with your front or something until you're done talking. Because you not calling, but you want the people them hurry up and done talk. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Mr. SouFLo.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I listen to you. But the fix is in. But you remember during the election time, he said that public service, they're going to cancel their contract. Did he say that?
Say what?
So to me, they have to do something for them to stay in the country. So I remember during the election time, the light system was shut down, the grid. Was I right? If I'm not right?
No, you're not right.
Okay, I thought they said the grid was shut down and computer and everything.
No, sir.
Not go so.
No, not go so.
All right, all right, that's all I want to know.
All right, sir.
All right.
All right. Somebody else come talk to me. We're talking about the situation that happened with Chief Currie. All I'm going to say is this, right? For Chief Currie, I hope you realize that your security team is not really a security team. You roll with a bag of friends, but you don't have no security, bro. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yeah, morning.
Morning, family. How you doing?
Not so good, but fair go on.
All right. So good.
One of the poll where you talk when him size up Chief Currie, because the size him and size up and say, boy, me strip you already, Because I remember say, him don't make him get back no gun. You remember that?
Oh, them text
from the FLA. Yes. So I go up and him and say, in a body language, pussy, there's nothing.
Wait there.
So,
Chief Currie had at one point had to his paperwork had expired on the weapon. I think he got it back though.
You think he get it back?
Yeah.
But so if he think get it back, he still I said, boy, me make you have to have manners.
Yeah, man. Then that yes.
Yes, man. So me, I said, I remember saying in stripping, so me just I use that. I was saying that. And his security team, a woman, yes, a woman can be in the security team, you know, but he has to come from North Korea.
Okay, see it here. So in February 17th of 2022, it says there are two pieces of article here. One says Chief Currie's attorney blasts the FLA heads over their disclosure of gun permit status. Basically telling the public that the chief is up there now and he's no longer armed. Because the next one was Chief Currie turns over his firearm to the FLA. Now, I don't know if he got it back, but this article was printed in the Star February 17th of 2022, where it says the Star had been reliably informed that embattled Maroon Chief Richard Currie yesterday handed over his gun to the Firearms Licensing Authority, a day after the agency's CEO Shane Darling said that he was in breach of the Firearms Act.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he basically I said, boy, go sit down. And all the way you say, me share that sentiment with you as well. All right. Bye.
All right, later.
You're welcome.
All right, live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yeah, Flo, morning, it's me again.
Your family, talk to it.
You know, so Andrew and Havana in Victoria's Secret panty yesterday.
What you say? What happened?
No, come and watch the video where you post yesterday. He may have to have Juliet Victoria's Secret to him and behave like Portia Simpson.
Oh, the one where I talk about him not afraid of nobody and all that?
Yeah, man. He had feeling himself. He was feeling himself.
A day before yesterday, him said that. Yesterday, him got Accompong.
Oh, yesterday. Okay. Yeah, man. When I saw that video, I said, Andrew, what they feeling himself? He was feeling very girlish.
Same.
Yeah.
Why, him ready for trace.
Yes, man. See, you remember when Portia said she's not afraid of no guy, no girl, no time, no day? Yeah, man.
Hey, Portia, I don't know, but I think Portia was a gangster too, cause I think
but Andrew not a gangster.
No,
I don't want to be a gangster.
I think the whole of them connected. Cause here one day I see Portia do a press conference, some kind of meeting out in the public, and a man in her back and make beer noise, and he must say, "Yo, go away from your son," and this and that, and Portia part the crowd with her hands so. And she looked at him and
like when they part the Red Sea.
Yeah, and the crowd part and she looked at him and she said, "You, I know who to talk to in your community, you know." And the man never say a next word. So the man never say a next word. So me I say, who to talk to in your community? Hold on. The only community thing when me know about I like Dan ship. So Portia link with the Dan them. Like, I know I done run your community, you know, dog, but like she can't say that out like that on TV.
Yeah, so, wait till later.
Yeah, wait till later. I know if you talk to in your community, you know, I know I done we run around there. So here, I'm a brethren. The brother never say another word the whole time she was there. Real thing. Yeah, she put him on time, she mute him. One comment and mute him. Portia did have government badness to one. But I have heard that Andrew Holness has government badness too. I don't want to spread no rumors and say he does, but I've heard.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly that he has government badness too. Remember, you know, as bad as things be, remember say where Andrew come from, a Spanish town. Yeah, well, him say so in the election, say a Spanish town primary, him go school and remember say him grew up around here, so and so you know put nothing past nobody still, cause the whole of we kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, if you grow up in the place, then you don't know already.
Yeah, you know what means.
Yeah. So Andrew might have links them about the place same way, just like everybody else.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Andrew is playing in the people in the face. So I'm playing in the citizens in the face. And I don't like that. I'm
just saying, Spain town badness, Spain town badness.
Yeah, but all around Andrew playing in the citizens in the face for the fact that you have a problem with people posting, issuing out care packages. That means your conscience and bother you.
That's how it bother me. And we all know says because he's not getting the exposure.
Supposed to be doing.
Yeah, he's not getting the exposure. The spotlight is not on him. You know?
But there's no spotlight to be on him because what is he doing exactly?
Right. He want the people them to wait, and he want everybody to be in dire need so that when he steps out, you have to think about this, right? Every time say Andre and all of them go out and give out hundreds of stuff, care packages to people, it's hundreds of people less that will be clamoring towards anything Andrew Holness put out there. So when him reach for the ground now, the crowd not so big to see him again, because somebody else will take care of our needs already. You know? But if the people were holding on to their dignity, like he said, and waiting for him to arrive, then you can imagine the kind of crowd that would gather when he showed up to give out anything. He wants it all for himself. That's the reason why I'm saying that.
It's like Andrew is waiting for these people to die. You can imagine if regular people in the Cameroon have these people, the people would drop out like fly.
Crazy. You can imagine showing up a month after a hurricane, Category 5 hurricane blow through. You show up 1 month after. 1 month after. Crazy. And those people, all Chief Currie them, like I said earlier, they've been doing everything for themselves. Chief Currie has actually even been taking care of neighboring communities, except for his own. Them go over them, see them do video them, and these are the videos that Andrew Holness don't want to be seen. They take care packages to people outside of Accompong. So y'all have to look at this deeper, right? You have to look at this as the last thing Andrew Holness want is for a person like Chief Currie to gain footing to where a whole heap of Jamaicans start saying him should have been with Prime Minister. Because I tell you, say, the man there come out of him own neighborhood, him own community, left Accompong, come down here, come make sure say we're okay. I saw Chief Currie them strapping up people roof, bringing them care packages, taking care of them, and they're not even a part of his community.
Okay.
Right.
Nikki Z bought a Starlink and some stuff.
Yeah, I saw Nikki Z up there too, and she brought a water decontamination kit, and one of the water decontamination kit was one that was suitable for it could do enough water to feed our entire community. And the Starlink kit and stuff, what she didn't bring her stuff. Me see her up there too.
Yeah, so we're actually composed of like an interest with Starlink and generator for the people. Like, what is one generator?
Exactly.
To the community size of Accompong.
To the community size of Accompong, right? He shows up with one generator, but watch my narrative. He was in the area doing other things, and them say, "Me could just stop up here. So you have one generator them left? You have one generator them left? All right, we give them that one day." This wasn't no plan trip.
It wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't no plan trip. That's why Chief Currie them got it on short notice. And he had to be diplomatic, and just play along with the scheme. Because he want to help him people then.
But I want to say, man, trusted him because when I saw the video with him and Nikki, I didn't recognize it. You remember when he just got into a compound for me, a street, or the man, I look at the man,
Yep.
Trust out.
Yep.
Man, he don't even look like himself anymore.
Because he's about him. Oh, you're talking about Chief Currie, right?
Yes, man.
Yes, and I noticed that too. Because he's out and about. Listen, when you care about your people, you see, you can't just lay down and rest easy, knowing that you still got it and everybody else around you just lost it. And he's not. Chief Currie is the kind of guy that's actually out there among the people that might drive around, make sure they're okay, talking to them, find out what they need, bringing them things. Mr. the man I draw lumber and I work on people house top and all that. I'm not saying Andrew should go out there go work on nobody house top and all that. But if you should compare somebody who cares to somebody who look like they don't really care, then I would go with Chief Currie looks like he really cares versus Andrew Holness look like, you know, he's there for the photo ops and the formalities.
Putting on a facade.
Yeah, the formalities and the photo ops, and that's it. Right. Andrew, well rested man.
That Andrew is taking on other people. What would I say? Just like the previous one I said. He's trying to act like the orange man in some sense. Yeah.
That's what the caller just said earlier. I think it went over a lot of people's head.
Yeah, man, he's definitely has taken on those traits.
All right, caller.
But before I go, in the story that I found about this morning, one day I'm going to call and finish off the story. I'm going to talk the story. Yeah. This is pertaining to my daughter. This morning we're calling out.
Okay, yeah.
So one day, because I left off some important parts, so one day I'll talk my story.
Okay, all right. Well, the platform is open, all right?
When it's fitted for it, you will have one of them daily work and just call in and talk about everything.
All right.
All right?
All right, well, I appreciate you.
Yeah, man, later.
All right, later.
Yeah.
All right, hold a commercial here real quick. I'll be right back. Let me see. Hold on the caller. Hold on there. I don't know who if you're gonna give me these things now. But watch this. All right, my Jamaican people, let's take a break from our scheduled program here and get into this promo of a wonderful product from a company called Soninka Limited. Soninka Limited Solar Lighting. They have interior lighting available. Extra bright street lights like you're seeing in this video clip available. You can use these lights to light up your streets and avenues, lanes and corners, your backyard, your farm, your front yard, any which part need lighting. And this is all powered by God's Son. Solar, no man, solar. You don't have a JPS bill to pay. And they are available island-wide. So check it. Intelligent lighting control, dimmable remote controlled, rechargeable on cloudy days. Listen, hook up, link up with Soninka right now. Oh, and tell them SouFLoTV sent you and get a nice discount. And get yourself out of the darkness and into the light. Back to our regular scheduled program at hand. Peace. All right. So Soninka, as you all know, has people on the ground in Jamaica who can get to your people for you. Some of you who are in the States, you can contact them, you can make the purchase, you can set up the thing, them can go down a grandma yard feel or go around a mummy feel, and them can set up the thing and show them how it works and all this other stuff. It's time for us to start being proactive instead of reactive. You know, we were running the Soninka ads before this hurricane coming up, and nobody never really appeared. Well, one and two of you, but mainly everybody else was like, we don't need that, we don't need that. And now that the place blew down flat and in certain places, of course, just think about what your prime minister just told you. Your prime minister just said that gone are the days when a hurricane like Melissa is going to be a once in a lifetime thing. We can look forward to these happening now more often or on a regular basis. That means that if you don't get one next year, you might get one the year after that, so on and so forth. So in the process, we must remember to start being prepared for these things to happen, right? And make sure so you have your moon pan stick ready. Not true? Make sure you have your moon pan stick ready. Don't wait till everything blow down and then you clamor for fine light or all these things. Don't cost your thing as far as electricity bills go. And not only that, if you reach out to Soninka, ask them about the interior lighting. You see how you have the bulb them in your house and you turn on your switch and your bulbs light up the room? They have the bulbs. You put the bulbs them into the sun, them soak in sunlight. That's how solar works, right? And then them ready for nighttime. And you plug them in. Even if you don't have no electricity, you put them in there in the ceiling and you light up the whole room just like say you have electricity there. So I mean, you know, and these make nice gifts too for somebody who is going through it right now and still not get back no light yet, all kind of something like that. Right. With that said, we're not going to be on much longer. We're going to end the live here. But let me finish this off by saying this morning. Again, to the people them who are doubters, this is not a political thing for us. I understand that everything is politicized for you. So every time somebody call the prime minister name, you automatically think that they are PNP. I talk a certain way because I am not attached to any corporate entity or any political party. Stuff that some people can't do because they are attached to that those entities, right? When I speak here, it is for my Jamaican people. It is not, and I don't care if a JLP or if you are PMP. When the storm blow the other day, the storm never go through Westmoreland and say, whoosh, we are looking for all of the PMP house them alone. And lick down PMP house and skip a JLP house and lick down the next PMP house. It's not that happen. Everybody feel it the same in the areas that are damaged. I just want to see the people get the help they deserve and be treated humanely. That card that the Prime Minister pulled, what make you, sir? So I have to look for the right word. But that could not have been hidden. The day after you said you don't like it because it don't look good and we must help the people to maintain their dignity, you went and did the same thing. You went and videoed the one generator and the piece of Starlink something where you can't go get the maroon them up at Accompong. Why didn't you just give it to them and not say anything? Just like you're telling the Jamaican people to do. So you see, as a leader, Mr. Prime Minister, this is not a do as I say, not as I do thing. Kind of like that parent who you see smoking a cigarette and you tell your picnic at the same time, say, don't grow up and smoke, you know. You don't want to see you smoke no cigarette, but you're smoking a cigarette. You have to lead by example. So you don't want the people them put nothing on social media, you should not put nothing on social media either. And for the people who have been putting stuff on social media, continue to put your stuff on social media because it will continue to get help to the people. People tend to stop giving when they cannot tell where their giving is going. So continue to show them that you are helping the people who are in need, and so the giving will continue. A wickedness him a deal with. I dry him one, dry up what I get to help the people them in need. So everybody can turn to him, so him can control everybody the way how him feel like it. And we all see what's going on here. All right? We're going to take our last call for the morning, and after this first call, we're going to end it. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yeah, Flo, how you doing?
I'm good, family. How you doing?
Yes, that's following up on what you said, right?
Uh-huh.
This is the photo of Prime Minister, you know?
Yes, absolutely.
This one an open KFC.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
But what can I say though? I know somebody who knows him, right? Say he's really a nerd, you know.
Say he's really a nerd?
Yeah, but like badness. He like to be around bad people and gun people.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
Like he really started out.
That is the my disclaimer. That is the voice of an individual calling in saying these things. This is not me saying that, and don't necessarily agree with what is being said. However, this is a platform where people speak. So I'm not implying anyway that the Prime Minister is in any badness. Even though I said earlier that the whole way of Jamaica now, we raise a certain kind of way. So who don't know somebody where bad, somebody knows somebody where knows somebody that is. So don't put it past Andrew like say him is just 100% nerd and don't know nobody where bad. Not
true? Yeah.
All right.
The thing is, right?
Yeah.
I know somebody from Southside.
Yeah.
Andrew really started out in a Siaga charity. He was getting Siaga coffee, you know. They used to call him Coffee Boy. That's where he started from, you know.
Well, we all have to start from somewhere, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they say it's really ordinary, but you love badness.
Alright, so.
You love it. Yeah, that's
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Alright, so. Alright.
Cool.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, people, we're going to end it right there so this morning. Manners and respect to everybody tuning in this morning. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you for being here. This was supposed to be a solid 2-hour live. I don't know what we are doing almost midday. I'll see you tomorrow morning, though. My grandmother right here, Miss Ruby, said, be good. If you can't be good, be careful, but it's best to be good. My grandfather, Mas Cleaver, right next door, him say, I will see you tomorrow if God spare we life. If God spare we life, you, no matter where you have, how big you think you are, and how long your money is, including you, Mr. Prime Minister, and all others who have exalted themselves. Only if you are in God's plan to see tomorrow will you see tomorrow. So, if God spare life, we'll be here tomorrow again, right here on Morning Thoughts with SouFLoTV. Myself, have a wonderful day. Manners and respect, and we will one more time play the Soninka ad going out. All right, my Jamaican people, let's take a break from our scheduled program here and get into this promo of a wonderful product from a company called Soninka Limited. Soninka Limited Solar Lighting. They have interior lighting available. Extra bright street lights like you're seeing in this video clip available. You can use these lights to light up your streets and avenues, lanes and corners, your backyard, your farm, your front yard, any which part need lighting. And this is all powered by God's Son. Solar, no man, solar. You don't have a JPS bill to pay. And they are available island-wide. So check it. Intelligent lighting control, dimmable remote controlled, rechargeable on cloudy days. Listen, hook up, link up with Soninka right now. Oh, and tell them SouFLoTV sent you and get a nice discount. And get yourself out of the darkness and into the light. Back to our regular scheduled program at hand. Peace. Have a wonderful day.